Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the earlier video from today. Cole Palmer hate is an illness. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. Link will be in the videos title of the channel. You guys know where to check out. You guys have been on YouTube fucking long enough for that. But yeah, big up to everybody. We haven't done a tier list ranking in like, I think a year.
Yeah,
it's crazy. We used to do every international break, but I didn't want to go to the well too many times because you know the saying, you go to the well too many times, it might dry up. So it's a little bit more of a newer topic for us to do. We're not going to do it for the next international break either. I think the next time we'll go for this will be March, because then we'll have a much better idea of where these players are at. But you guys already know the deal. We're going to run through the tier list rankings in about a couple minutes or so. So you guys as well, if you guys want to get involved, as soon as we pick the player, if you don't agree or not, you guys can super chat and move a player up or down, make a tier, do whatever you want, go crazy, be creative. Just try and like be genuine with it. Don't be like, oh, I'm putting this guy in the bottom row because I don't like him. It's like genuine reasons and all of that. But big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Big up to Crawley Eagle. Big up to Blessed. Big up to Mitchy Boy, Georgie 1 Foot. Big up to Tap. Why is everybody asking about the Philly news? Like, I don't know what you guys want me to say. Obviously, like if this stuff is genuine, he deserves to get locked up and have the key thrown away. But yeah, I don't really know what to say past that. Like, people are fucked, and you can't really tell just off videos and everything. Like, I was surprised to see this because I literally saw the news before I went to bed, and I woke up to see everybody else in the UK waking up to the news as well. But yeah, fuck him. Fuck him. As simple as that. I don't really know what to say.
Yeah,
I don't know if any of you lot want to add to it, but
it's disgusting.
Same shit as you. Same shit as what you're saying, man. Like, if he really did do it, then fuck him. That's just what it is. Man, I'm asking you like you're a lawyer or something.
Yeah, like I've never met the guy. Yeah. I did like his content, but yeah, shit. Like, you can fuck with someone's content, but not fuck with the person. That's for sure. And this is just another example of all of that. So yeah. Of course, like we don't know, but like from the sounds of it, man's been extradited and charged. So this is not really looking good for him. They've taken his passport. He has to report to the feds 3 times a week, and yeah, like, I get it. Sometimes there's lies that don't really seem like it. I hope it's not true. I do genuinely hope it's not true, because that means no one's been abused. Yeah, Daniel, we already know the thing with that, the class and all of that crap. But yeah. I know, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But that's not even my thing. That's why I didn't really want to touch on it too much anyway. Big up Melon, though. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're good, bro. Hope you had a good week.
Yeah, I've been alright. Chilling, mainly.
Trust, international break tax and all of that. Daniel, big up, bro. Hope you're good.
Big up, bro. Chilling, man.
All right, G.
To rating these guys all Fs. I'm just kidding.
Hopefully, it's a better ranking than when we did it last season, because fuck. But yeah, big up to you, Daniel, man. Scott's just driving home as well, so he's going to be in and out of the stream. Javon's at work, so big up to you, Javon, as well. Big up to Scott. Jamz, what are you saying, my guy? Hope you're good.
Yeah, just there, man. You get me? International break settings. So I've just been doing hella streams non-related to Chelsea, kind of.
And yeah, everyone sub to Jamz's channel as well. I need to drop the link in the description too.
Come on.
I put it in the chat as well.
Yeah.
I said I'm about to give Noni an F. Oh my days.
Yeah, if it ain't you doing it, I'll do it, innit? Because this guy's a bum.
Oh, here we go.
I'm here for the smoke with Noni. I'm defending him today. I'm gonna put that on.
Yes, Javon. Big on, man.
Likes him.
There we go. Right. Cool. So that's the link to Jamz's channel. The link to Javon's channel is also in the description.
Yes.
To be honest, I can just put them in the fucking title.
Go on chat.
Easier.
Road to 1K, people. Get me to 1K, please.
Same here, man.
Yeah, you guys can get that.
I'm probably a bit far behind you, but yeah, road to 1K right now, man.
Yeah, the links to both of their channels are in the title now, so you guys have even less of an excuse. So everybody head over there and give them a subscription. And like we always say, Lift the ships. A rising tide lifts all ships. So yeah, big up to every single one of you. Void, we already know. And surprise, surprise, it's the Arsenal fans crying because Bukayo Saka should have won it. Look, he had an argument for it, but the same energy goes to Cole Palmer. He's had a better individual season. They were both key to England getting to the Euros final. The fact Palmer was that key, just coming off the bench and getting limited minutes, is an even bigger argument why he deserves the award. And it's his breakout season. Saka stands, cry more, hold that. It's a simple.
Why
Bellingham fans get in the fucking bin like he deserves that award. He was fucking pants the whole tournament. At least Saka had a good run.
And you see Arsenal fans as well trying to make it about race and shit. They're so weird.
Race and looks.
So weird.
Like, why are they saying he's a mouth breather? Like, that makes any difference?
It's
because it's Arsenal fans and they do up Aura FC. You have to be a good-looking player to play for the Arsenal. That's
all this shit they do with Calafiori and Ben White and all these guys. Weird fan base.
Aura FC and all of that.
Weird
crap.
fan base.
But at the very least, I'll give them that Saka had an argument to win it.
Winning, isn't that crazy? Winning England Player of the Year in your first full season is nuts. I don't know if that's ever been done before. So that's incredible to even start with. He deserves it. If Saka keeps playing as he's playing this year, he might get it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's actually been carrying them since Odegaard has been out. So he can, if you keep playing this year, you might get it this year. Or Power might do it back to back because he's been on an incredible run too. So it's like, I think to me right now, the three guys is Haaland, Palmer, and Saka. So those are the three I think are the front runners right now for it. I mean, for like Player of the Year. For England Player of the Year, it's Saka and Palmer.
Hey, let's be shameless.
No, I disagree.
Let's be shameless.
I'll be so honest. I don't think Saka has a chance unless Arsenal win the league.
Chance of what?
England Player of the Year.
Nah, of course he has a chance. He had a chance this year.
That's
I'll be sorry. Like, if the only two for me, if you want to talk front runners, it all depends on what happens with Kane or with Palmer. Because people forget Kane got a near record breaking season last season. Like, if he does the same,
he's out of England. They're not gonna give it to him.
But it'll be a mix of like how you perform for the country and your club as well, I think.
And Kane is probably the worst player for England for a while now. He's been terrible.
That's the thing. To me, Bellingham and Kane had no chance of winning that tournament, because of how bad they were in the tournament. At the very least, Saka had a good tournament, and you could argue he had a good season. It's just individual season wasn't as good as Palmer. England's like neck and neck. Saka was the best starting forward. Palmer was still one of the more influential players. Both of them have an argument, in spite of Palmer having limited minutes. He literally got the key goal in the semi-final. Well, the assist in the semi-final and the goal in the final. Shout out to Total Eclipse as well. Big up to you. Big up to Sean. Yeah, it's just a Palmer and Saka thing. But my whole argument and the whole reason why I made that video was, why are you crying like Palmer didn't deserve it? Palmer deserved it. The same way if Saka won, I don't think there would have been a lot of Chelsea fans moaning about it either. We wouldn't have been saying Palmer robbed or anything because, look, Saka had a good tournament. I hear it. When we did the player ratings on Back Again, Saka was one of the few players I gave a high rating to. Because, like, he actually turned up, other than Foden, other than Bellingham, other than fucking Kane. Them lot were crap. So, yeah, and again, why the fuck Real Madrid fans are trying to add Bellingham into that conversation is genuinely offensive. Because he's literally just trophy talk. If you want to run trophy argument, that's fine, but it's flawed.
Yeah, I know. You say that, but, like, ultimately, as much as we may hate it, that's what a lot of these awards come down to.
That's
a lot of
the
these
thing.
Come down to trophy talk, and that's the thing. Ultimately, like, for as bad as he was in the Euros, and he was awful, Bellingham has a shout because he was top goal scorer in La Liga last season, and his team won a title.
A shout, but I also argue it's less of a shout than Saka and Palmer.
He lost it to a guy whose team finished sixth in the league. So obviously, it doesn't seem like they're going by the criteria of if you win something, you should get it. Because otherwise, Bellingham should get it. He's the only one out of all three who actually won something for their clubs. You know what I'm saying? He's the only one. Saka didn't win nothing. Did Kane win something? I don't think so.
No. Nope.
Right? Palmer didn't win nothing. He's the only one who actually won, and he won the big trophies. He won a league title and a Champions League, where he was key for both.
But that's why I'm saying it comes down to what he did for club and country. And Bellingham was so underwhelming in that tournament.
Yeah, for country, he did nothing, bro. He was terrible.
At the very least, Saka and Palmer can both say that they turned up for club and country.
There's nothing this year as well, to be fair, so far.
What was that?
I said he ain't doing nothing this year. Apparently he's been shit this year so far.
I haven't really followed Madrid too tough, but I've heard in general they've been a bit shaky.
Yeah, they have. Because he's now
Mbappe has caused more problems than he has helped for them.
100%. And apparently it hits because Bellingham is now, because obviously last season he was kind of playing as like a false nine or like a box crashing number 10 at times. Whereas now, because they got Mbappe, he's playing as like a almost a Kroos role, like a ball playing 8, which he can't do. So
fucking hell, man's really just key at box crashing and all that. Fair enough.
Yeah,
let's not do that. I think he's very good on the ball. Nah, he's just listen. If Mbappe stepped up, hold on. If Mbappe stepped up, I don't think we'll be saying this as much as like you can see the forward line is not scoring as many goals. It's not fluid, and he's not scoring, and he's playing further back. So it just looks bad. Like if Mbappe wasn't so shit coming in, it would look a little bit different. Because I don't think he's playing horribly. He's just not.
I don't know. I'm just going off what Madrid fans are saying.
I've only watched Madrid like once. They're awful to watch.
Yeah, they've been. Yeah, that's true.
Maybe twice, about twice. Maybe once or twice. Yeah.
Yo.
They're just awful, man.
Yes. Palmer did get a non-penalty goal. He did.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah. Two penalties and the final goal last minute. That was it. Yeah, don't worry, Total Eclipse. We ain't taking your mod rights. You're all good. Big up to CJ. Big up to Nathan. Hope you guys are all good. Big up.
We'll speak with everyone. Yeah, we're all good.
Who's the Palmer hater? Tony.
Oh, is he talking about the guy who is on Flawless's channel, the Arsenal fan?
What? Him?
I think so. That's the only. I know 2 Tonys in the YouTube scene, and he's one of them. The other one's a Chelsea fan. So, like,
yeah, it wouldn't be
unless
him.
it's someone I don't know.
Yeah, OG, big up, man, because it's been a minute, but you're gonna have to be a bit more specific with that one still. Because yeah. Oh, it was. What did he say? Let us know. Big up to Ziad as well. Shout out to you, man. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the likes, subscribe, all of that. And yeah, let's just get straight into the tier list. So we've come up with 6 categories. Elite, very good, not played enough, but it has to have been under 3 games, and that includes on or off the bench. Disappointing and poor. Because I think good and disappointing would be a nice little barometer to say, yeah, you've been average, but to a better level, or average in a worse level. So I think that's the easiest one to go with. You guys already know the deal in the chat. We're going to go through the tier list individually. Whoever's go it is gets the final say on whatever player they've been given. Well, we can maybe debate it a little bit if we want, but it's your final say. And yeah, once we've done it, if you guys want to change it, hit the super chat. And yeah, other than that, enjoy the show. Hit the like, subscribe, sub to all of the panelists as well. And yeah, so we're going to go right and then downwards. I think that's easier to do. So who have I started with? Badia Shield. Oh, fucking hell, man. Thought about a great start. I think poor. He's so real. I think poor's the only right option for him still. Yeah. Don't even think disappointing really suits it, but here we are. Anyone have any disagreements with that one? CJ, you got a lot of that.
Not at all.
No, that's cool.
He's had like 1 good game. I think he was good against Ghent. I know he had a couple of like poor passes. I thought he was overall good. But like out even if you want to say he was good in that game, he's then been like crap in every other game he's played in. So like,
that's the thing. Like when it comes down to the average performance, it's just been poor. So yeah, he's got to hold that. Melon, you're next up. You have you got Caicedo.
Easy. Well, I'm stuck between the top two tiers. It's pretty obvious. He's for me our second most important player after Palmer. He's been pretty much brilliant, and well, apart from his debut, he's been pretty solid for us. So I'd say elite. If anyone wants to put him in very good, then that's fair. But for me, it's elite all the way.
No, I'm with you.
I agree.
Completely with you on that. It's been our best midfielder.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He had like one bad half against Wolves, and that was it. And it was even a bad half, not a bad game. So yeah, completely in agreement.
Are we rating them in comparison to the other Chelsea players, or where we think they should be and how they're playing in their role? Like, I'm thinking of it as, this is your role in Chelsea. How well are you playing that role? If that makes sense. Is it like, or is it against, you're so much better than the other guys, even if you're not playing to the level I think you should, must still put you in A.
Yeah, not on ability, just how they've been playing this season, and just your overall opinion on that. Not compared to everybody else, I guess, but it's just like your individual opinion on them. Not comparing them to other individuals. I feel like I've explained that one poorly, but yeah. Big up to Casually. Shout out my G. Big up to you, bro. Jamz.
Real quick.
Go on.
What is going to be the definition of elite? Because that needs to be defined. Because for me, elite is you've been spotless for entirety of the games that you've played thus far. Looking back at the squad, not every player has been spotless, so that may be a bit too strict. But elite for me, it has to have some level of standards.
Elite's like been the best of the best.
Okay, how about this, right? How about we put it this way?
Yeah, someone in the chat said no one's been elite. I hear that.
I know that's why I asked the question. We have to critique that.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, if I'm comparing you to everybody else, obviously you have to put certain players in there. If I'm comparing to where, like, how you've been playing and where you should be, I definitely agree. I don't think anybody deserves to be in that yet.
Yo, is this for just the season, or this has been since they've been at the club?
This season.
Okay. Got it.
7 games so far.
Well, to be fair, like, Elite's at such a high level that there shouldn't be too many people up there anyway.
All right, so I guess we can run with that criteria then. If that's the case, 7 games so far, no one has been spotless, but who has been the best at that level that we can put in there for now? So let's go with that criteria.
All right, cool. Yeah. So Jamz, you have Cassidy.
Fucking hell.
What about Cassidy starter?
He's only played like what, 2 games, innit? So
yeah, 2 games.
Yeah, I'd have to put him in that middle tier. I can't lie.
Yeah, he's been in the squad. He's been in the squad 4 times, but has only played 2 games.
Yeah,
to be fair,
I'd have to put him in the
both the games he's played the whole game.
Yeah, but I don't think he's been. I wouldn't say he's been bad. I wouldn't say he's been good. He's just been, lukewarm.
I think for his role,
I don't think he's been bad at all.
Yeah, I think he's been good for his role.
I think he's been okay.
That's why I was asking, like, what we're looking at.
I'll say not great enough, literally.
He's supposed to be like the 7th center mid or something, or the 6th center mid, right? And he's played a couple games, and it's been Conference League games, and he's been all right. He's been good. So it's like, yeah, for your role, I think you've been okay. I think you've been really good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Javon, you got Mudryk, you got Misha.
Ukraine boat.
You know what? From what I've been expected, from this guy, it hasn't been that bad, because I can clearly see improvement. It's not the level of improvement that we would all want, but from what I've seen in the Conference League games and some of the cup games, he has made some level of improvement. So I'm
He has been better than the Savić games. So I will say that.
Yeah. He's been better than 4. He's played more than 3 games. Here's the thing. For me, good has been you've been doing what you're supposed to, and you've been able to get into the first team. He hasn't been getting into the first team a lot per se, and the manager has gone back and forth with him since the start of the season. I still think there's improvement to come, so I'm going to put him at disappointing. He's going to have to do a lot more to get out of that disappointing, because I think the next step for him would be good. So I would say a little bit disappointing from what I expect.
Can I just argue against that slightly?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Because so for me, I think disappointing does kind of seem fair, but when I just look at his, performances overall, like you look at games like I think Crystal Palace where his ball to Jackson, if Jackson had scored that goal, that would have been an assist to Mudryk as well. And then the last game as well, that crossed to Nkunku. Now you're probably looking at maybe 4 assists already this season.
Yeah.
And
every time his games in the Conference League.
Right. So then every time he's come on, since Sancho's been in the team, I think there's been a lot of improvement in his game. I think his decision making has been a lot better. He doesn't look like he's rushing every move. Like he seems more calculated for me. I mean, he's already got 2 assists. I would say good, but I could also see the disappointing factor of it as well. So
here's the reason why I don't put him in good. Good for me is you're meeting a level of standards where we can count on you to come into the first team, because a lot of first team players are good. Get what I'm saying? And from what we expect from Mudryk, I wish there was that tier to say about to be good or getting there. I wish there was that tier, because I still think on some level disappointing is not fair as well. If you get what I'm saying.
I feel like if we put him in good, there's going to be players later down the line that we're also going to put in good that's actually been better. So I feel like disappointed.
It's just been good from the standards that we've seen before. That's why I can understand him still being disappointing.
I would say as well. The money we spent for what we still expect from him under a manager that's actually coaching thus far, and that's the biggest caveat to my critique. Thus far, he's going to be disappointing. Unfortunately, and that still sounds harsh. So,
to be fair, I think you can put him in disappointing as well, because we're talking about the whole season so far, and he started the season as a starter. People remember he came off after 45 minutes against Savić because he was shit. He was that bad. And so he has had a couple of good performances off the bench and starting versus Ghent, but he's also had 2 out of 10 level performances at the start of this season. So I think this lower level opposition, because it averages out. I think this point is fine.
Okay.
Word.
Yeah, me too. The more I think about it, it's just we're only saying good because he's been so bad before that the last few games actually been a raise.
Literally, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to be as fair and as objective as possible. So that's why that was kind of difficult for me.
Listen, that's better than where I would have put him. So big up to you, bro.
Big up to you. Big up to Sam, man. Big up to you, bro, as well. Daniel, you got Colwill. Or Levi Colwill. How you felt this season?
I'm gonna put Colwill in good. I think Colwill has been good this season. I think he's been growing. I think more so as a partnership, they've been having a little better understanding. There's still things that I watch in this game that I'm like, you got to be a little more forceful there. You have to be a little more aggressive there, but he's showing some leadership qualities, even though he's a bit of a hothead. He needs to watch that. But yeah, I would say it's good so far. It's growing to very good, but for now it's good because based on the goals that we've conceded so far, I can't put you in very good, but I'll put you in good.
I'll say very good.
For me, he has to be very good as well.
Yeah, I'll say very good.
For one or the other.
Yeah,
I think our centre backs as a partnership have actually been quite good. And the goals we conceded, I can't really fault them for it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of the goals we conceded ain't on the centre backs. For me, he's stuck quite out, man.
So I agree with Daniel. Where he puts him. The only thing to that is I would actually put him in very good only because Fofana goes in good for me, and I think he's been a step above Fofana. That's where the discrepancy comes there, but I don't have a problem with him being good.
I think he's been top 3 players for us this season, to be honest.
Yes, so that's why I'm saying very good. And Fofana,
but again, we talked about are we doing the comparison versus everybody in the squad? Because then you can put him in a league, but we're not, right? We're doing
but you need to think about obviously the position we're in. We've had quite a good start to the season compared to the other seasons, and he's one of the reasons why we're performing on a more consistent basis. So I feel like he has to be put in very good. I can't lie. I used to be critical of Cole, and he's really stepped up.
Same. Yeah. This season, I've had nothing but praise for him. I can't lie.
Nothing but praise, bro. Honestly, bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
And he's been doing it silently too, which is one thing I like about defenders. You know, so
Yeah, my only gripe was just keep your cool a little bit more. But other than that, there's been clear improvements on him this season. But if we're gonna keep him in good, that's fine. I got no issues with that. Who's next? Scott, you got Cucurella, bro. How have you thought about Cucurella's season?
It's one of the top two for me. Like I can't really think of a game that he's been poor. Like I can't really think of a time where he's really made a mistake. Off the top of my head. Yeah, I'm going to put him in elite personally, and the reason I say that is because I think he's so key to how we play.
It's
like
for times like this.
Yeah,
I think he's so key to how we play, and I think you can see when he's not playing that we do actually miss him. Like even when Vega plays, as good as Vega has been, I still think you notice we miss Cucurella a bit. We miss certain aspects of how he plays, and I think we've also noticed recently how much we've missed him inverting into midfield. Because we've noticed when Gusto's done it recently, it doesn't look anywhere near as good because he's not used to doing it. He can't really do it. And so that's why I'd put him in elite. As I said, I don't really think he's had a bad performance. I wouldn't say he's had he's mostly had what I'd consider an as-P season, where he's been like 7 out of 10 most games. No performance really stands out as like what we've seen from like Palmer or Caicedo of like you've been 10 out of 10, but it's like I don't think he's had less than 7 out of 10 this whole season.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm struggling to think of a bad game that he's had, and like
he has
brilliant.
The only thing I would add to that, which solidifies the point more, is the instantaneous link up or connection that he has with Sancho. Like I didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming at all.
They're starting to build something though.
Yeah. I've got no issues with that one. Cucurella deserves to be up there. CJ, you got KDH.
This one is easy. Disappointed. Just because, like, for someone, and I always say this, for someone who's actually played with Maresca for over a year, I think he's probably been the midfielder that's had like the slowest burn. It could be moving from Leicester going to Chelsea. The jump is quite substantial, but I think in his previous performances, it's just been very disappointing. Like his touch is heavy, chasing his first touch, some obvious passes he just placed it to the opposition. I think in the last game that he played after the goal, you could definitely see a more like a relaxed player in a sense. Like he just kind of switched on after that. But I'll say so far disappointing, and that's just not much to really say about it. I don't think it's done enough.
Yeah,
I can hear it. Like, take away like all of the scapegoating that we've seen. He has been disappointing this season. So, yeah, got a little bit better in the last match against Ghent, but overall, not really it. No one in disagreement.
No.
No. Again, like it's similar to Mudryk. I think like for as good as like I thought, I kind of disagree with what CJ said about the Ghent game. I thought for most of the game he was good. Like I thought he kept the game ticking, but for as good as he was in that game, I think in other performances, I wouldn't even say he's necessarily been anywhere near as bad as Mudryk, but like it's not been probably to the level we expected from him when he first came in.
So in terms of like the Ghent game, I gave him credit, like after he got the goal, but I'm saying games prior to that, he's just not looked, right. And I think after he got that goal in that game, you could see like a bit of sharpness. I don't know. It just felt like he was more confident. But yeah, he's just been disappointed.
Pretty much.
Yep, totally agree. Nathan, you have Disasi. You got Disasi. A little bit peak as he's playing right back most of the season.
Nah, he's going in poor.
The Monaco centre backs are partnering up in poor.
What else is there to say really about Disasi? Yeah, like I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I just kind of expected him to just sort of to fix up. But the guy's still making the same mistakes, if not worse mistakes, than what he did last season under Poch. So yeah, for his age as well, for one more sort of senior of our defenders, yeah, this guy just
he's really just kind of shown to me, anyways, that he's not the level, and he's not really going to be the level for us. Certainly not going to be really able to rely on him to help out our goalkeeper to not make mistakes as well. Like, he has moments like here or there, maybe might do one good pass, maybe, but more times than not, especially when he's played out of position, he just can't get the basics right. So yeah, I think he's been poor. I don't think there's really any other place to put him.
I hear it. Like, just depending on performance, I know he's been playing out of position, but performance-wise, not been good enough. Just not been good enough. That's it. Simple as. You gotta be a bit ruthless with it. So I hear it. Wags, you got Zhao Day. You got Zhao Day.
Disappointing. Literally just disappointing. I mean, we all know Felix's abilities, but I feel like sometimes he gets on the pitch, and obviously his competition is right now one of the best players in the Premier League. So I feel like sometimes he does stuff a bit too rushy, trying to prove that he should be starting, which I understand, but sometimes he's just come off the bench and literally done nothing sometimes. I mean, the Conference League games, he's been okay, but I'll just say disappointing, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
It was always going to be bottom two.
I was even going to say poor, but I was going to be like, like, let me just
no.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a bit poor. He's just a bit disappointing.
That's what I said. Literally just disappointing now. So like,
yeah.
Sometimes I feel like when he's on the ball, he tries too hard.
That's what I'm saying. He's got Palmer in his competition, so I get it, but it's like, bro, if you want to play, you need to do the basics, right, bro? So
there's no one to
doing too much and doing nothing at the same time.
Literally. So disappointing.
Yep. Yeah, disappointing, sir.
Big up RSM. Welcome to the stream, bro.
Big up, bro.
You have Nicholas Jackson or Nicholas Jackson. What's your thoughts been on him?
I think he's been very good, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. He's got off to a better start than he did last season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's getting goals. You can tell that he's definitely confident in himself. I really like how, obviously there's a lot of talk about, you know, a striker coming in, and even all of last season, there was a lot of chat around him. Seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. He doesn't really let that stuff affect his performances. In fact, I think he really enjoys responding to that with a good performance. You know, like, he likes the celebrations. He likes to post on Instagram after the fact. But I think he's been very good. I think the only reason I don't put him in his elite is because of the fact that there's obviously still those decisive moments where we need him to win the game, or we need him to show up, for example, like in the Forest game, and he doesn't necessarily know how to manage those moments yet. Again, he's still very young, so I'm not gonna say that he came in to be our star striker or anything like that. So I think very good. I'm happy with him. I'm pleased.
No disagreement from me.
Yeah, got nothing to disagree about that.
No comments.
I agree, man.
Yeah, I slightly disagree on him being very good. I'd just say good for me.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Levi sitting in good, don't sit right.
Yeah, I think he's still better than good, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, maybe this should be a.
He's like in between. He's like kind of good, between good and very good. Like.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
I get it, because there's been slight inconsistencies in terms of performance, but he's also been one of our better players.
Just yet again, I'm just still thinking about how integral he is to the forward line.
Yes, I agree.
I've seen him in games where he needs to track back and run and get the ball, and he's literally just standing there. He's not even walking. He's just standing. Like, he's not doing anything, and it's like it's frustrating to watch him at times. But apart from that, very good. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think that's probably why ultimately he falls into a very good category, because especially his link-up play is still quite integral. Like, he doesn't really mess that up. But yeah, like maybe one-on-ones, maybe slight decision-making in the final third, shooting-wise and all that, maybe. But yeah, I think it's still very good. It's a very good assessment.
Yeah.
Just for the chat as well, you can super chat once a player's been selected. So just not while they're still waiting. But yeah. So I've got Enzo. Okay.
Oof.
Interesting one.
I know, right, Brian?
I think I'm gonna put him disappointing.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him disappointing still. I know he's had there was like 2 good games between West Ham and
the chat screaming poor, man.
What was the other one? Brighton. But everything else has just been a bit of a mid pack.
Yeah. For Enzo what we expect playing in a team that actually has a system, and a system geared to get those passing capabilities out of him, geared to get the best geared towards his best attribute. He has been disappointing. Like, I was expecting Enzo to just come to play, spray balls, keep the play ticking over, constantly play just those line breaking passes, play some whirlies every here and there, but nothing. So even some of the basic passes, he's under hitting. And I'm like, what? This is not what we paid for. So he's been disappointing.
If anything, yeah.
Yeah.
The Forest game was not the best.
I think he's.
That Forest game was a disgrace. As someone who, prior to what happened this summer, was Enzo's biggest fan.
He's chasing the win.
Enzo, he's one of those players
the thing that stands to me about that first game was the one play where I think he was like receiving the ball, like
and
he just like it bounced out like it's like somebody threw it at a brick wall. I was like, what is that touch, bro?
Bro, second half, I was screaming and mashing.
They counted us straight away. Yeah, man.
You counted us straight away off that. That was the worst touch I think I've seen.
I was flipping.
You see, the thing is with Enzo, though, I think a lot of people they judge him because of the price tag in it. If he was 50 mil, if he was only 50 mil, he'd be talked about a lot differently. I think overall this season, I wouldn't say he's been bad. I wouldn't say he's been bad.
No, he hasn't been bad.
I don't think he's been bad.
Jamz, do you know why I disagree? Jamz, I disagree.
Go on.
Look at how we spoke about Dewsbury Hall, who was like 30 mil. I'll be so real. I don't think the price tag comes into it. He's just been that bad.
But that's not what I'm saying.
For someone, it's not just the price tag. It's what he came into this club being viewed as. He just come off a great tournament for Argentina. He was coming off a great season with Benfica. Which was also coming off of a great season with River Plate.
An even better season with River Plate.
I was going to say, he's coming off multiple great seasons or tournaments, came into this team, was good under Potter. Like, no one can tell me different. He was really good under Potter. And since Potter's come in, for whatever reason, and the annoying thing for me with him, and he is the most disappointed player I've been with this season, purely because the talent is there. The talent and the capability is there because we've seen it. And we've seen it this season twice.
Yeah. Take away the price tag.
How you can have a performance like you did against West Ham and Brighton and then follow that with performance like you did against Forest is baffling to me.
Nah, yeah, I hear it.
Can I talk
I'm pretty
about
sure
the
most
price
of you
tag?
lot have seen the clip where I'm roasting Enzo in it. Like, I'm not one of these guys that's like, one of these guys that's always backing Enzo no matter what. I'm not. You might know this, but for me, I think Enzo, he gets what he does in the team. It gets slept on because of the price tag. People have the standards for him, like he's flipping like Pirlo or something. For me, Enzo's been a lot better than what people make him out to be. People make him out like he's dog shit, but for me, I think he's been decent. And we don't have a player.
Can I talk about the price tag?
Skill set in the team.
Yeah, price tag.
Let me talk about
price
that.
tag to the side. Like, let's not talk about the price.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying about the price tag.
Oh, well, go on, Wags.
But the reason why I can't agree is, I know some people are not going to want to hear this, but we had Conor Gallagher, who was a free player for us, playing better than Enzo's playing this season, and people wanted him gone, innit? So it's not just the price. At the start of last season, he was. Enzo's not playing good enough. I'm not gassing up Gallagher. I'm saying at the start of last season, he was not proper. I promise you, I don't like this kind of Gallagher guy, innit? But I'm saying,
hey, man said Gallagher at the start of last season outperforming Enzo at the start of this season. That's crazy, but factual.
100%, bro. It's crazy. But
whoa, nah, I don't think that's factual. I'll be real.
So
I think what Enzo does,
Gallagher at the start of last season was actually producing.
I think on the ball,
yeah,
Enzo's much more important than people make him out to be. I'm not saying like the system falls down without him, but we don't have a player in the midfield other than him that can progress the ball through passing the way he does.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go on, Javon.
So let's strip away the price tag and let's strip away all the comparisons to other player. If you look at the attributes that Enzo brings and you look at the player himself and what he can give you and what we've seen him give us in the past in terms of for other teams, has he lived up to the level that he's supposed to play to? That's an absolute no, especially this season. Does he keep the game ticking over? Does he make progressive passes? Yes. But for the level of player he's being disappointing. Has nothing to do with price tag, has nothing to do with what other players are doing. I'm talking about Enzo himself. He has not lived up to the level that he can.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
That's why
But
he's
it's just-
disappointing to me.
All right, cool. So yeah, we need to establish this then, because like with Enzo, I think if we're talking about if we're gonna hold the same standard for every single player, then Enzo's been good. But if we're going off of the standards we have for Enzo, then yes, he's been disappointing. But for me, I think overall, as a player, as a midfielder, I think he's been all right this season.
Don't know, man.
So for me, I'm picking the player.
Poor, bro.
He's been poor, bro. He's been the worst player consecutively.
Yeah, even though like I can hear the argument in terms of like just his skill set in this team, and maybe because like I think when you just look at Enzo, you think of someone who should more so play more of like the 6 role, and be someone who dictates your play instead of trying to build through Caicedo most of the time. But again, Maresca pushes Enzo up a bit further forward. But I think if you just have enough quality, bro, like that slight adjustment really shouldn't make you look as bad as he has in this midfield. And he's just not been on it, bro. Like, and in as much as I think he's quality, he's just been really poor this season.
Yeah,
so,
and even in the
what games has he been really
poor?
poor in? I just wanna know. What games has he been really poor
Oh
in?
my God, let's not hold on to this way too
Other than City and Forest, like I just want to hold the same standard for every player. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, how about this? Hold on.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I was away, so I didn't see that game, so I don't know. Cool, fair enough.
So he was good against Brighton, good against West Ham.
Yeah.
And what was the other game? Am I missing one? He didn't play Bournemouth.
But here's the thing.
So 3 poor games, 2 good games.
Okay, but
my thing for Enzo is in each of those games, even when
for his Paris, it was bad.
Was very,
my
very
thing
hard.
for Enzo is in each of those games, even when he's been playing brilliantly or playing poorly, there's still basic things in his basic game that he's not doing properly that we've seen him do for Argentina. Even in the Argentina setup, he does venture forward most of the time. Even the goal he got in the World Cup, he was playing as a 10 in that game. So
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
From what I know, Enzo can be on a consistent basis. It's just been disappointing. And then
someone in the chat called me an Enzo apologist. No.
But for me, listen.
You ain't seen the video, my guy.
For me, one of the most damning things about Enzo this season is we have seen everybody in that front line and everybody in that midfield have at least one standout game where you were like, wow, they absolutely bossed it this game.
What?
Everybody has had it at least one. Enzo has not had that. Even
he did have.
That's what you talking about this season, or you talking about as a whole? If we're talking about
this season,
this season against West Ham.
On the level,
the only one, and I'll give Brighton.
No, West Ham. I'll be real.
West Ham. He did. No, I'm talking about like Caicedo levels of performance during West Ham.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
I'm
talking about like Palmer against Brighton. He was not as good of a midfielder in the West Ham game as Caicedo was. Like, come on, we're not doing that.
Yeah, facts.
But in the Brighton game, he could have had like 3 assists in that game.
Nah, bro, I'm so sorry.
Nah, Caicedo, that game was different levels, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It was a different level. I just haven't seen Enzo.
The only point I'll make.
I can at least say both.
I don't think everybody has the exact same standards. It's impossible for everybody in the team to have the exact same standards, right? Because even if a good game, like think of it in this way, right? Even if you have a player come in and he has a good game, right? A good game for Gallagher is not a good game for Conte. Those are 2 different good games. You can't have the same standard where it's like if Conte plays to a Gallagher level good, we say, yo, he's been good. He hasn't done anything wrong. But we know what your good is. Your good isn't the regular, right? And you have to be of a certain level, just in general, right? That's what you expect of your better player, your best players, and which he is supposed to be. So that's the only thing I'll push back on is like everyone kind of has the exact same standards. Everyone doesn't. What's required of Enzo is not required of Casadei. It's just different things. So Casadei having a good game where he just
putting him in poor for me.
If Casadei comes in and he just keeps the ball and he has 70 passes, yeah, that's cool for you. But
not for
Enzo can't do that. And then we say, yo, but he didn't lose the ball. That's his basic. That's Casadei good. That's not you good.
Exactly. He said it best. That's what I meant. That's why disappointing for me. That's exactly why it's disappointing for me. Because for Enzo, it should be way better than that. Simple and done.
Yeah, I think for me, I'll leave at disappointing. I think that's the fair one.
Yeah, this is
Melon.
Oh,
yeah.
You got Wesley Fofana, bro. What's your thoughts on Fofana?
On Fofana, I think what he can be is a brilliant centre back. I think he's very young still. I don't know how old he is. I think he's 23, I believe.
Yeah, he's at 23.
23. Yeah,
He's young, man. He's young.
For me, he's one of our best centre backs, and it goes without saying that he's a ridiculously quick, very good defensive centre back. He's very good, but he's just prone to mistakes. And I think if he gets that out of his game, he can be one of the best centre backs in the league. But it's just the fact he's so prone to mistakes. I'd have to just give him either good or I wouldn't say disappointing. I'd say good. Maybe I'd push Cole up to very good as well, because I think Fofana's been a step below what Cole has been this season.
You know what I was saying, like, for their performances, we know with Fofana, he's still getting himself back up to speed from that big injury he had last year. So with that in mind, I think good's very fair. I think it's a really fair shout.
Yeah, to me, they're in the same tier. One might be slightly higher on that tier, but to me, they're both good. Like, as a partnership, they've been good.
Yeah.
Cole has been better slightly, but he hasn't been, to me, good enough to bump him to a whole different tier.
Hey, super chat, man. Cole, very good.
I was gonna say as well.
Yeah, you might know what to do with that one. That's been locked in anyway. So yeah, chat. That's up to you. But
it's crazy. He ain't been disappointing.
Nah, true blue. Nah,
what you expect. How's that disappointing?
Especially now he's got like a partner that he's playing with a lot more than last season. So like, I think disappointing is a bit much.
Just makes little mistakes.
That's all it is. He's a tendency to try and win the ball too early sometimes. But
that stuff will come out through playing time.
He should get that out of his game.
Yeah, he's playing a new system. It's gonna happen.
Jamz, I can't lie. You got another one that's barely played, so I'm gonna just put him there by default. I'm gonna put him by default. You got Malo Gusto.
Yeah. Now for me, Gusto. I don't know if it'll be disappointing or poor. He's been bad this season. I can't lie. I think I'm gonna go disappointing.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. Yeah, totally fair. If anything, I think his performances have kind of gone under the radar a little bit because it's not been great. It's not been great. He doesn't seem comfortable in the inverted role.
Facts. Yep. And against Forest as well, boy. Not good. He's playing against us.
Also, like, let me just put Reese there now because what's the point? Javon.
Bro, don't even. You know where to go, bro. Stop the fuckery and move on. Stop the fuckery and move on. We already know what it is. We already know what it is. I don't even think people need to even say nothing next week.
That was even easier than the James one. Fair enough. Who's that? Is that Jorgensen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Jorgensen. Yeah. Daniel, how have you found Jorgensen's performances this season?
You gave me Jorgensen. That's crazy.
That fucking Kelly, man. I get the
what is going on?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's between disappointing and poor, and here's why. When we were getting this guy, the one thing I expected of him is being able to play the ball with his feet, and he's on the same error level or even worse than Sanchez.
Really? Am I missing?
I haven't seen anything good with his feet, and mind you, he has been playing like the lower teams.
I don't think he played enough.
Yeah, honestly.
No, I'm based on what you've played all the games against the lesser teams, right? Conference League and all this. Like you've played, so that's enough. That's your role. Like you're not gonna get more game time than that. Like
he's had 4 games, 4 starts.
You're the second keeper. The second keeper starting 4 games. It's plenty enough games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not gonna play more than that. So based on those 4 games,
but you're talking about
which one you're gonna play? Just before we debate, which one are you putting him in, Daniel?
That's my thing.
I mean, for a second,
I wouldn't say he's been poor or anything like that.
Because I can't put it in good. I can't put him in good. He's not been good.
Yeah, we might need like a mid tier or something.
No, but good and disappointing are the average tiers. It's just to a good level or a bad level.
But
I feel like
they're both levels of
get
average.
rid of the under 3 games thing.
Because Paul's going to be the more extreme version. Very good and elite are going to be the more extreme version.
I think disappointing.
Yeah, I agree with that. Disappointing is hard for a second. Yeah, but for a second, you have to judge him for what his role is. It's a second goalkeeper.
like you guys forget in the games again, like
we expect him to compete heavily with Sanchez too. That's the thing.
You also got to remember Petro held it down last season. You got to hold him to that.
That's why he was brought in. Like we relegated him to Conference League only, whatever. That's cool. But why he was brought in is to compete with Sanchez. He's not competing with Sanchez right now.
Thing is, though, we're playing him in games though where we're just like, you get what I'm saying? We're just breezing.
But even in those games, you're not. No, but the Savić.
What do you expect the goalkeeper to do when we're winning 5-0? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And even times where he's called upon, he's made the stops. He's coming off his line.
That's why my main
judgment.
Honestly, we only really could see him in both games against Savić. First game, I thought he was good. Second game, he was poor. So, not really a lot with that one.
Yeah, it's not something to go back and forth on. It is what it is.
Yeah. Whatever, innit?
If there was a different tier, like an okay, I'll put him there, but there isn't, so it's disappointing.
Oh, Lavia ain't played enough either. I'll move him. Scott, you got Noni, bro. So we're probably one of the biggest debates of this week with Noni. So, what's your thoughts on this season?
It's good. I'll be real. Like, I think the discourse around him is like nonsense. I think that he has been like mostly good this season. Like, I even think like some of the poor performances, quote unquote, people are saying that he's having aren't even that poor. Like people talking about Bournemouth, he was our best outfield player in that first half, and it wasn't even close. It was like by a long way. There was another game as well where I thought he did decent as well. Like he's had like one really poor performance this season, but like I think he was good against obviously Wolves. I thought he was good against Forest. Like I thought he was pretty good in that game. And yeah, like I think the fact that to me, the fact he's keeping a guy we just signed, who is clearly better than him in terms of talent, but like hasn't been able to show it on the pitch so far out of the team, I think speaks volumes. It's obvious that he's doing something that the manager wants at the end of the day. And like we might complain about certain players, but at the end of the day, that's what we want. Like, because if players are performing how the manager wants them to perform, then ultimately that should lead to us having good performances on the pitch and winning games. So I think he's been good.
I would argue he's been very
good.
No,
you can't really think there's Colwell.
Of course, why not?
I think this discord around Noni is crazy. I understand why people are annoyed at him because they say he doesn't pass. Like I understand why that's a way to be annoyed at a player, but you can't say he's not good. He gets past. He's got the most dribbles completed in the league as a winger. I don't know, as any player in the league. You can clearly say he's one of our most attacking players. He just literally needs to pass. He could have got about 5 assists this season. We all know it, but he chose not to because of greed. Greed doesn't mean you're bad. He's literally he's a classic winger, bro.
I think he just has poor decision making.
You can learn from that, bro.
That's the thing. I think his decision making could improve at times. But I don't think
but look at it this way. Look at it this way. You label him with poor decision making, yet still he leaves with 4 goals and could have a couple assists. Remember, let's not forget, this man is a young player that's still developing, and decision making is something you develop. Unless you have it innate with you with some of the freaks out there, that's something you develop over time.
So
what are we doing?
Okay, but you're talking about
he's a classic winger, bro. That's what he is.
And stuff. But if his decision making was even somewhat a good enough level, he could have much more than that. So
exactly,
he's getting in good positions. Yes, that's good. But now when you're in them positions, you're not. Yeah, I'm not saying he's been terrible. But for me, the way people speak about him like he's been amazing, I don't think he's been amazing. I think he's getting in very good positions. Yes, but when he's getting in them positions, he's giving the ball away poorly with shit passing, or he's shooting when he should be passing. And I'm not saying like, he's a selfish this and that. I just think his decision making has been very bad. And if it was better, he's got a lot more goal output than what he's got right now.
And I can hear that, but you still have to look at his performances on a whole. Remember, he's a winger. He's a winger, but in the 90th minute, he's doing a full sprint back to stop a goal. In the West Ham game, this goes over a lot of people's head. He was at the back post when I think it was Boyne put in that cross and it was a tapping. He got himself in that place. He's been very disciplined defensively. He's been putting in the hard work, and his link-up play has been a lot better. So overall, for a player that's a young player who had a crap season last season, according to the fan base, he's improved. right? So you have to look at his entire game, and on top of this, we have a very serious manager. The word is slipping me right now. We have a very serious manager. You don't think Maresca would have benched this man if he wasn't doing what he told him to do?
Literally doing.
I think
come
he's
on,
playing
man.
because he's playing because Maresca
He's-
likes the type of player that he
He's
is.
literally doing what Maresca wants him to do. Like you
No,
can
yeah,
clearly
fact,
see,
yeah.
he wants Sanchez to be more of a playmaker.
I think
He
though
wants
his
Noni to
performances
go
are more
direct.
a result of the system being in his favor. You get what I'm saying?
I
Because
can say 9
Then
times
why
out of
hasn't
10.
Madrid?
Sancho
Then
out
why
on that
hasn't-
left,
then why
you
hasn't
can
Madrid
see
picked up?
Sancho out on the left is that ball retainer. He's like for us
Yes.
Grealish in a way. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Where he's the ball retainer and he creates the chances. And then you can see Noni's the more attacking one. Obviously, that's down to the system. Maresca wants, the wingers to balance it out. He wants one winger to be, the one that retains the ball, the other to take the risk, get in the attacking areas and try to score goals. And you get what I'm saying? And Noni, he's done that, but I feel like he could do it to a higher level.
And that's
because his
understandable.
decision making is very important.
I can say 9 times out of 10 when he's on the attack, I'm not worried about him not beating his player. I'm worried about what he's gonna do, innit? And that's signs of a good player who just needs a bit of coaching, bro, innit? That's
exactly.
That's what
you
ultimately
improve on
good
that-
the perfect choice for him.
And
I
you
hear it,
improve-
innit? But
you improve on that by doing by repetitively doing this.
Keep doing what you're doing
on a game day, right?
Thank you.
What I see with this fan base, which pisses me off, and it's not only because I'm a fan. You're giving these harsh level of criticism to knock his confidence. So when he turns into that passive winger, there's another debate. Oh, why is he even on the field? What he was good at, he's not doing that anymore. So that's bullshit to me. And using your logic, if you put Neto in that position, Neto is more of a creative winger than a finisher. So even if you're gonna go by your logic, it still doesn't warrant Neto coming in. No, I'm a fan of Neto also, so I don't have a problem who plays. But going by your logic is going to be flawed if you play Neto on that wing. All I'm saying is,
but for me, I just want my better players.
All I'm saying is, his overall play has improved. There's clear improvements. He's good. The Noni hate and the Noni
is one of our better
non-existent.
players, bro. I don't understand this discourse. He's literally one of our better players. You can clearly see it when he plays.
Honestly, what I think it is like when there's not really a lot of things to be overly critical about, you overinflate whatever's the biggest thing you can criticize. That's why I was seeing Noni getting flamed on the timeline at halftime in the Forest game, and I didn't think he deserved that. You can say, the decision making could be a bit better, and I'll be like, all right, cool, you know what, I hear that. To be like, get him off, this guy's fucking shit. Every time this guy doesn't pass the fucking ball, it's like, no.
Yet still he was the only one that's getting into those areas. Bro.
Like the games he scored,
a lot of it, I think.
There's no point having all this back and forth in it.
If he scored a goal against Palace, we would have said that was another good game, right?
Nah, I don't. Because even for me, Forest, he wasn't good. He scored, but he wasn't good.
People are
Palace, I don't think was overall a good game. He just struggled in the last 30 against.
No, I think there was some players that had good games. There was
no one at
first half against Palace. It was good. The first half against Palace, it was good. What people are doing? They're zeroing him on his attacking play and want to forget everything else, right? And that's the issue with me. Like if you're going to critique everybody here on the list, did we not critique their entire play? So when it comes down to him, it's just the decision making. His decision making is shit. So put him in port. The fuck? He's a young player that's growing, that's developing. So critique his entire play. Last season, Pochettino didn't play him because he didn't track back. He started getting game time because he added that to his game. No, he's gotten to that to a base level where he consistently does that. Why is it only about decision making? No, if that was the case, Mudryk would be in the starting team.
Decision making is very important. That's what
it is very important, and that's why he's not very good, and that's why he's not elite. But it can get there. That's the point. If we see this where he could never get there, if it was a Sterling, for example, who was at the tail end of their career, done what he's done this at multiple clubs, then at that point,
so,
it is what it is. I'm not gonna go back and forth. For me, it should be in good.
Yeah, totally agree. Who's next?
CJ's next. I just went.
Yeah, that was you. All right, thank God. CJ, you got Neto. What's your thoughts been on his season?
I think I'll say Neto. I'll say he's been good. I was kind of going to put him in disappointed only because I can't really put him in poor, but I'll say good. I mean, he's got 2 goals. I think my honest thing about Neto is like I think he could have did a lot better in the cup games and in the conference league games as well. But when you don't really get enough game time like that to kind of build that consistency, you would look a bit rusty. But I mean, for someone with the limited amount of minutes he's really had in the Premier League, I'll just say good because I can't just say Neto's been disappointed. Like he's shown quality, so I'll just say good.
I'd
Yeah,
say
that's-
disappointing.
I disagree. I disagree. I think he's
I haven't
disappointing.
been disappointed.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
think he's
like,
been good. I don't think he's been
And
good.
again,
And then
guys,
I
when
just
we're,
felt
when
I
we're, hold
wanted
on,
to
just when we're
check this.
putting them in these tiers, it's not talking about what their talent level can be. Like it's really about like, yo, how are you playing based on what we know you can do? And so far, like, because he's supposed to, like, we all thought, well, at least most people, at least I definitely did, was that once he comes in, he started, right? And he was starting. He started off the left. Like, it's like the Mudryk thing. Those guys got the starting position first before Sancho came in, right? And Sancho came in and snatched it from you. He can't come in after you when they paid, half of what they paid for you, right? Not even putting the money into it, but he came in after you've been established in the team, you've played in blah, 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 and he takes your spot. You can't go into good after that. You can't. Like, not that you're bad or poor, but going
Can
into
I
good,
defend that point a bit because you know how Maresca said like Sancho and Mudryk are his his left wingers, right? And then Noni and Neto are the right wingers. But again, if we're gonna go with Maresca really does like Noni and his play style, then it's Noni's going to be ahead of Neto right now, just based on the fact that Noni's kind of started all our Premier League games anyway. So it's not really much Neto can do when it comes
but
to.
he hasn't done anything to say don't start Nani.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's the point. That's the issue. Is like for me, is like there's not even a debate outside of outside of the Ghent game. That after the Ghent game was the first time I could genuinely say there's now a debate to be had about whether Neto should start ahead of Noni. Prior to that game, there was no debate because Neto's best performance outside of Wolves, where Noni was better, was Barrow. And that's the thing.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
also, I'm not here.
too,
By the way, the
Neto's
argument
only
on
played
minutes
in cup
games.
games as well, anyway.
So, no.
Like,
I wanted to check
should be
this.
playing better, though.
I wanted to check this. If you want to have a minutes or a games debate, Neto has technically played more minutes than Nkunku, who's played better than him. And even Nkunku hasn't performed to the level we expect, but he's been better. And he's played nearly half the minutes that Sancho has this season. And Sancho has been levels clear of him. Levels clear.
So with Neto, right? Like the only reason I didn't want to put him in disappointing because it's not like when it comes to the Premier League, it's not like he's got the minutes in those and that he hasn't really taken them. Like he's barely got to play in that position that we could really see Neto be dangerous in. So I can't really put him in disappointed because I haven't really seen you play a lot of minutes in that role. Like I've only seen you play off the left, and you've been switched over to the right, but you're not going to play ahead of Madueke because Madueke's been on form. Like he's been one of our best attackers anyway. So that's why I can't really put him in disappointing because it feels like it's a disservice to the guy. But again, it could go either way.
All right, cool. Nathan, you got on Nkunku, just as we mentioned him too. What's your thoughts on this season?
I'm just time between elite and very good. That's the thing, because like footballing ability wise, we all know what Nkunku's capable of. Like he's already got 6-7 goals, right? Like obviously league, obviously the conference league as well. But damn, it's yeah, I'd say very good.
Yeah, I'd say very good.
Yeah, I think
very
very
good
good
for Nkunku.
Yeah. Like, cause
I mean,
obviously
he's been
different
bossing it in all the games he started.
Yeah,
got 7 goals.
Nkunku,
off the bench.
Yeah.
You see my
That's
problem
cool.
with Nkunku. I'm not gonna complain about it, but like he's scoring all these goals. You get what I'm saying against all these dead teams. Like Barrow, he's got a hat trick, but then when he's getting his chance to do something in the Prem, he's not really doing anything. That's my biggest problem. So for me, based on that, I would say good in it, but now very good. I can't really complain with that. But I just feel
Which
like in
game
the league, we just
specifically?
seem to be
Because
better.
Wolves, I think he only got the one header, and I don't
Yeah.
even think that one was a terrible miss, if anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that
So
the
we
chance
actually-
against Forest,
also
man.
the Bournemouth game though, like he got us the
Yeah,
3
yeah,
points.
yeah. No,
Wasn't
yeah,
it?
that's
It's
fair
just
enough.
like-
That's fair enough.
Nah,
But
he's
it's
very
even when
good.
he's
to the
coming off
minutes
the
he's
bench,
been getting
even
as
just the
well,
performances,
because
just ain't
Jackson's
been
obviously
good.
preferred.
Just goals.
I mean, yeah, but it's like performances are not good, but he's got 7 goals. That's signs of an elite
But
player.
7 goals
but
against who, though?
just
You get what I'm saying?
that's what I was gonna say. It's the teams he's playing, isn't it? So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I say he's very good. 7. He's our top goal scorer, isn't it? So have to give it.
It's shameless with the teams he's scored against, but I mean, he's at least bagged.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not going to
bagged
argue against
against
very
the
good
Bay, but-
still. Not going to argue.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's cool. So Wags, you got Robert Sanchez.
Bro, I'm putting him very good, man. I can't lie. Some people might not agree. I think he's one of the best keys. I've always rated Sanchez. I just said literally he just needs to get this bozo gene out. But I've always said that he's one of the best shot stoppers. He's clearly showing it as well. And even Maresca said the way we play, he's gonna have more mistakes in his game, which we're gonna obviously try and tackle. But yeah, I think he's been one of our best players this season, like easily. Like, he saved us against Forest, like literally a couple days ago. So yeah, no, I'm putting very good.
Yeah.
And also to Abby, we haven't Abby Winters, which I mean is hilarious on the name. We haven't picked Sancho yet. We haven't picked Sancho yet. I think Sancho's the last one to be picked, bro. Actually, no, Betlinelli is Maresca, so make it out what you will. RSM, you have Tosin. You have Tosin.
I'm between good and very good because I think his performance has been good. But what tip me into very good is the fact that we just got him on a free, and he seems like he's very, very solid in that backline. I think the performances that he's shown have been really, really good. I think his passing is good. Something that I really like that he adds to the backline is I think that aerially he's very dominant, but he's also very smart about the way he positions himself to be able to just win the ball. He doesn't even try to necessarily scrap in the box when the cross is coming in. He just positions himself to where he's the first one to head the cross out. So I'll probably put him in good. I'll put him good. I think he's been good.
Yeah, I hear that. The only real bad game I've seen from him was Savić.
That was everybody.
That's the whole starting 11.
Yeah,
the whole 11.
That was everybody's stinky, bro. Yeah.
So even the first leg didn't see too many issues with him. Yeah, that's all good. Right, background to me, Renato Vega.
Oof.
I'm stuck between good and very good. The only, very good. Like the only bad game I've seen was the first half against Bournemouth, and it was only the first half. Even Savić away, I think he was probably the only good player in that one. So yeah, I think very good's fair for him. Like he's looked like a really good transfer for us.
Just consistent, isn't it?
Yeah, every time he gets a chance, he performs, man.
Tries his hardest, no words.
He's like one bad half, and even then he got better in the second half.
He's 20 years old as well, which is incredible.
Bro.
Yeah,
The passion he plays with as well, man. Proper
He's 20 years old.
Yeah, he gets it.
I have to give it to
He
him.
gets it.
Gets the club.
Real. Melon, you got Sancho.
Yeah, brilliant.
You got Jamar.
Yeah, I think he's. I'll just put him straight up. Very good, not elite. Very good. I think he's quite versatile. He can play on both wings. He fits the system very, very well. And he's absolutely brilliant business. The money we brought him in, what was it, 25 mil?
Obligation,
alone.
It's gonna be 25 the way he's playing.
For a player of his quality, 25 million is unbelievable.
It's just how seamless he's fitting to the team, huh? Like him linking up with
It's like he's
straight
been
away,
for 5
like
years.
link up play with the other players up front.
He's been taking ankles, man.
Bro, I was skeptical about him.
To be fair, that was one thing I kind of expected.
I remember Rance told me you give him 3 weeks, he's going to be your starting left wing. I was like, I don't know.
I felt like they were gassing him, but
I'm not sure. One half against Bournemouth, and I'm messaging Rance saying, "Yo, your fan base are full of terrorists. How the fuck did they not rate this guy?"
Idiots, bro. I don't get him, man. But fair enough.
25, bro. It's crazy, man.
Bro, I don't get him.
Big up all the Sancho hype day oneers. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. man.
No one put it
Day
best.
runners,
It's like
man.
You lot
Sancho
saw that.
needs a team where he's actually got ballers around him, and Man United, he had it a couple times when he had Ronaldo and them lot, but
Ronaldo,
it
Pogba,
just kept falling off, and then he was like, yeah, I can't do this.
Man, it's confidence.
Yeah,
Very
shout out
good
to
at
Sancho,
talent.
man. Like, you've been
Hamstring,
fucking
bro.
sensational. We've
Well,
got creativity from the left for the first time in
Sancho,
years.
bro.
Look how balanced this list is, by the way, as well. Fucking
Bro, I think we did this last year, and there was like 2 players at the top, and rest was just average to disappointing.
come a long way, man.
If even that, like, yeah,
That's
I
what
don't
good
even know
coaching
who
would
would
do,
have made
Mel.
it that early.
Yeah, who would have thought, man? An actual manager, not a terrorist.
But these players aren't good
Crazy.
enough, everyone. These players aren't good enough. We're
You
going to
know
go
what
right
as
back
well?
to stage 1 of the process under a new manager. And these players are going to let them down again.
You notice how
Speaking of, go on, Melon.
every one of these players, nearly every one of them, were here last season as well.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they weren't here the season before, but the narrative was these players have let down how many managers, and they're going to let down the next one too. People don't understand. There's a reason why I was so fucking toxic and angry last season, but let me not even get into it. There's no point of going down that rabbit hole again. Fuck Pochettino. And speaking of, Jamz, you have Maresca, who's Betlinelli is cosplaying as for today.
Poor man, he's a championship manager, never going to result to anything at Chelsea. So I'm saying
that wasn't on purpose. Fucking
Poch, man. Poch in, man.
Move it.
I don't know. It's for me. It's between very good or elite. You know what I'm
there's
saying?
one answer. I'll be so honest.
I'm
It's
going
between
elite.
that. I'm not sure. Very,
Going
guys, help
elite,
me
bro.
out. I'll be honest.
Because
I don't know. I don't know
gonna-
if I want to say elite yet. I don't want to say elite.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say very good.
Screw that.
But
Going
he's
elite.
coming and-
Shit.
It's
No,
close.
no, think about it, bro. Think about it. Bro.
Wait, Jams, go for it, bro. Because what's stopping? And I'm not even saying that to try and tell you to push him to elite. Genuinely, what's your take on it?
I just feel like, I don't know, to put a manager in elite, he has to really, I don't know, like say we was hiring. I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard to
Remember,
say.
it's thus far.
Elite.
Yeah, because remember, it's thus
based
far.
on how we started.
Yeah,
I wasn't
far.
expecting us to do this well like so early, and even like the way we've been playing, the way we've been scoring goals, and like all round we look so
In-game
much better.
management as well.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's what I was going to say to Des. You said the first game subs are too late. I hear that, but I mean, his game management has been so good this season.
Even with that though, other than that, like he hasn't got a thing wrong this season. I'll be honest. And maybe you could say against City, he could have played, more natural wingers. But other than that, like he hasn't done a thing wrong, man.
The one thing about him is he seems like a guy that if he makes a mistake, he'll be like, "Cool, I know what I've done wrong. Let me fix it." Like literally, you saw it with City when he played no wingers. He was like, "Cool, made a mistake. Next game, playing wingers, we won." You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
for me, he's changed the narrative around Chelsea in literally a month. Now people are going from saying, "Oh, we're going right back to stage 1. We ain't going to be doing anything," to top 4 and very shameless title talks in the space of a fucking month or two.
All right, so let me take the floor here for a minute. From
Javon.
where we were, 12th, 6th, and I'm coming from a terrorist, right? Remember the main subject of last season, we didn't have a style of play. This man came in, implemented his style of play. It's like, fuck the players. This is what we're going to play, and you're going to fit into my system. Stuck to it. When he came under criticism for some of the players, he still stuck by the players. Clear improvement from some of the players. On top of that, when we went to the whole thing of the owners going against each other, everyone, it's going to affect the squad. This man said, fuck that. This is my squad. These are the players that we have, and we're going to keep this group close-knit. Cool. Another thing. Multiple people said, we have a squad of 60-plus people. Man said no.
For reference, this is where we were last season, match day 7.
Exactly. This man said, no, I have 20 to 25 players. The way he deals with the press, the way he deals with the management, and the way he speaks, for me, is elite.
Yeah,
I'll say this.
Right, so big up to Daniel. He's dropped the first super chat. Sanchez moved up to elite, and he's locked there for £5. Big up to you, Daniel. Big up to you, bro.
Bettinelli.
You were saying,
no,
yeah,
I
sorry,
was saying,
Daniel.
like, the one thing that he does is he looks, talks, and acts like a Chelsea manager. If you don't understand what that means, I can't really kind of explain it to you, right? But every manager at Chelsea who's done well, there's a certain way they handle questions. There's a certain way they handle the press. There's a certain way they carry themselves.
I can try and help with that. Self-confidence, great answers, good tactical knowledge, and a strong mentality. I've got all of that from the press conferences already.
Because to be good at Chelsea, and this is where this is why Potter would never work, right? Is you can't just be good with the X's and O's. It's not just about that. You can have the best tactics in the world, but if you can't handle the crazy questions that you're going to get from the press, handle the fact that you're dealing with a certain level of chaos. Because even with this new ownership, there's still a certain level of chaos there, right? If you can't handle those things, you can't be Chelsea manager. You know what I'm saying? So, and to me, right now, it looks like he can handle all of that. Like I'm hearing confident responses, things that he, and even in the way that he's gotten the team to kind of play for him, right? Potter could never get that. Like those guys didn't care. They didn't care. They didn't give a damn about him. Like, oh yeah, cool, but yeah, they didn't care. They care about him. You know what I'm saying? And you see it even with guys who are not playing much or not playing how they want to play. I haven't heard a peep about anything. You know what I'm saying? So, the way the players are now talking about in comparison to what they were dealing with Poch, the way they're talking about, oh yeah, I see a system now. I see the way that we train in comparison to last year. Levi takes every chance he can.
I was about to say Cole shit talks him every time. It's hilarious, bro.
You can ask Cole about how his weekend was. Yeah, my weekend was good, but you see under Poch, like my weekend was
my weekend's better now. I ain't playing left back.
We're all the same side as you, man.
He gonna find a way. So that to me is telling me, okay, this guy, he behind the scenes, he knows what he's doing, right? On the scenes, the only thing you can say to be nitpicky is subs, right? Like we all prefer if you make subs a little bit earlier. Apart from that, there's nothing I can really say.
I'm giving him a lead simply because he said Chilwell, Sterling, Gallagher, you're not good enough. I've been praying for someone to say that, and he came. And the first thing he said was that. And he even said, Misha, with everyone talking about confidence, game time, he was like, no, that is who he is. And I was like, oh, that's what. So you know what? You agreed? I agree. Please, I
agree. I think
no bullshit.
I don't know why I was thinking.
I literally love that, bro. I'm like,
that's the thing for me. What Lewis just said there as well is like the no bullshit and the like just saying how it is. Like just saying how it is, and it's what Daniel said. It's like it's with Chelsea managers. We've always had most of the successful ones have always had a certain way of speaking, and a lot of it comes down to just having there's no bullshit. Like they will just tell you how it is. Tuchel was like that. Mourinho was like that. Ancelotti's like that. Like it's just telling you how it is. That's just it. And he's got that. And
bro.
I'll be real. For part of me as well, he goes in elite just because no one expected it to be as good as it has. No one. I'll be real. None of us, as good as it has been, and it even could have been better, right? Because obviously we could have won a few more games than we have, but no one expected him to come in and imprint his system as quickly as he has done. It also just shows how much of a shit job Poch did that he had to. It took him 8 months or however fucking long it took him to imprint his system. It took Maresca. It took him weeks.
This guy.
We're talking literal weeks to imprint his system on this team for competitive games. Fuck preseason, that don't matter. For competitive games,
last game of preseason.
I mean, Jackson and Palmer, they only played they got Inter. That's it, bro. That's the only preseason they had with Maresca.
And also, look at what he's done for certain players in this squad as well. Look at how he's elevated certain players. We've got look at this what we're looking at here. We're talking about Palmer, who I think is playing arguably not even as good as he did last season, and is still playing at an elite level because the system around him makes him allows him to play to that level. Caicedo is now no longer playing in a system where he has to cover every blade.
He's out on the island. He's out on the pod island.
And he's not used like a fucking track runner. Like he's actually used as a midfielder. He's playing to an elite level. Kukurea, when you're not asking him to play, even last season he was good, but you're not asking him to play every single position in defense. I'm surprised Poch didn't ask him to play in goal at one point. Like he's playing to a potentially elite level, or at least to a level where he's putting 7 out of 10 performances every single game. That's because the system, partly. Like at the end of the day, what he has done to the floor of some of these players is incredible. And the fact that we can have players like Neto that aren't really performing to what we expect, or Dewsbury Hall or whoever, and it's like it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
I'll just say it in one sentence: he's made me enjoy Chelsea again.
Yeah,
it's simple as that. For the first time in 30 years, I don't dread match day. I used to do match day and then hit the fucking Undertaker bell before every watch along. I ain't done that since. No more of this.
Now
I remember last season the match day pod tweets Lewis every day.
Oh, bro, it's match day was a depressing meme, bro, and it ain't that no more, man. Now it's Roman Reigns closing the door in the cage. You locked in with the Chelsea now, motherfucker. Not Pochettino's Fulham Broadway FC. The real Chelsea.
He deserves all the flowers he's getting, because I think to be one of the most important things, bro, you're playing players in positions where they're very effective. You're not playing Cole as a left back. You're playing Sancho as a left winger. You're playing Noni in his position, Palmer in his position. And, I think and the good thing for him is like the team that was already built before he got here.
There you go.
This team can actually just carry out the kind of, tactical instructions he wants to have. And, you also as a coach need to be able to make it happen. And, we're 7 games into the season. We're in the top 4. Even though we've lost the game, drawn 2 games, we're still in there. Like
we just need the results against the biggest teams. I swear, if you pull out a result against Liverpool, bro.
Oh my lord,
bro.
I do, bro.
Those are the games.
I know what I'm going to. I'm going to have the longest Carefree Reacts episode that I've ever done.
I already said. God forgive me for the person I'm about to become if we win Liverpool. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Shameless motherfucker.
God forgive me, bro.
I don't think I've resonated with a sentence more in months, bro.
I'm more so looking at that Arsenal game. If we pull a result against Arsenal, it's done. You think you see shameless?
Oh, no, but that's the cherry on the cake with the results that before that.
Liverpool needs to come first.
United away. I need 6.
They've done us too much, bro.
I'm cooking John Hussam. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm cooking something up.
One thing I'll say about Maresca as well, he was the only person at the start of the season, the only person that had faith in Sanchez, isn't it? Like the only person. True. And now we've literally got him in the elite category, which is, you know what I mean? So,
and that's the thing, for all the stuff that we were happy with and we saw, no one was really happy to hear Sanchez was a starting number 1. We were like, yo, the fuck, you're gonna live or die by this one. He's fucking living. Sanchez has arguably been he's been one of our best players this season.
Sanchez's competition is himself, and that's really it. Like, he is his biggest competition.
I think he's been one of the better goalkeepers in the league.
Yeah, it's crazy because, like, imagine saying this 2 months ago.
I would have believed you, bro.
Robert fucking Sanchez. I was thinking, oh boy, we're going into the Prem with this scrub as our starting number 1.
Yep.
Nah, fuck it. Let him cook. Let him fucking cook, man. It's crazy. Shout out to Sarcasm City for the raid. Big up to them. Big up to Lil Tim saying big up Lewis. I'll always rattle you about Goat Kai. It's not a rattle, bro. It isn't, bro, because he's your problem. He ain't my problem anymore, man. But we will be there when you tell me that you need another striker. But big up to you, Tim. Super chats are open if you guys want to make any changes. We're just going to go through the list one more time. So in the elite category, I've never seen so many players in the top tier of one of these tier lists, genuinely. Caicedo, Cucurella, Palmer, Maresca, and Robert Sanchez all in the elite tier. We have Nicholas Jackson, Nkunku, Vega, and Sancho in very good. In good is Colwill, Fafana, Noni, Neto, and Tosin. Not played enough, Cassidy, Guiu, James, Chuck, Chilwell, Lavia, and Kellyman. Disappointing is Mudryk, Dewsbury Hall, Felix, Enzo, Gusto, and Jorgensen. And it's just Badiashile and Disasi and Poor.
Yeah, I can't lie. Like, there's a couple players I can maybe move around, but like, that's I think most of that is like
Who's the
I'll
better
put
out of
Cole- I'll put
Disasi and
Cole.
Badia Shield?
Disasi.
Disasi, like, because
Disasi.
he's just played right back the whole time. Like, he's got a
not the
harsh
worst
one.
player,
But...
bro. He's just not.
Yeah,
that
I'd say, like,
he's not
Disasi has been
awful.
better this season.
Yeah, if anything, Disasi should be in like disappointing, not even
Yeah,
poor.
I was gonna say that.
He just has played right back, bro. When he was playing centre, as I said last season, he was our best centre back. Like,
whoa,
I mean,
best.
it was weird season, isn't it?
I hear I'm
Suspended,
leaving
so-
it locked in. The chat can change if they want to change, but for me, I would have moved Colwell up. I'd push Disasi up just because he was playing right back. It's out of position. And other than that, I kind of think everything else is, pretty fair.
Yeah.
I think everything else is pretty fair.
Palmer starting for England tonight.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And what's the England one?
on the cover,
Pickford,
the front cover of the
Trent,
lineup.
Rico Lewis, Rice, Stones, Saka, Bellingham, Foden, Gordon, Colwell, Palmer. So, we got Colwell in there as well.
Yeah, he's
Plus,
playing. Wait,
going up left
our
back.
forward plays
Chelsea.
centre back.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, actually, he could be playing centre back. Rico Lewis at fullback.
Cole should be in
this
the
is in
elite too as
order
well.
of
Cole
numbers.
should definitely be in the
Rico
league
Lewis,
because he's been
John
No,
Stones,
he's
flawless.
not being a
Colwell.
lead, bro. Come on.
I'll give him
Not
very
yet,
good.
not yet, not yet, not
Very
yet, not
good.
yet, not
I'll
yet.
say
For
very
this season, though,
very good.
for this season, his performances,
I don't think
definitely
he's
say
been.
elite.
I don't think he's been elite because I think there's been enough like really bad performances and mistakes where I say I don't think he can at
You
the
have
start
to
of the season.
look at
Wait,
the
from
people.
him
Look at the
individually
people
or the team?
Yeah, no, I think from him individually, but I'd argue he's very good. Like he's been very good this season. I wouldn't say elite just yet. Like if he carries on, I'd say if he carries on how he's been recently, then yeah, 100% like he can get elite.
If he gives me one more good game, I'll put him in very good. Because I do agree that putting him right next to Fofana, I'm like, I think he's been a bit better in my opinion.
Out of the 7 games we've played, how many
talking
bad
about
games
Colwell?
has Colwell had?
Yeah, talk about Cole. We're talking about Cole.
Yeah, like bad games. I can't think of any.
I think it was
really.
just City.
City
maybe
was bad.
City. Yeah, it was a bit shaky. Yeah,
And maybe Wolves because
Wolves
like we
first
weren't good
half. In the
defensively.
second half, I
last
think he was really good.
So I'll say
Second
like
half, they
In the
killed
second half,
themselves.
something happened.
5.5 out of 7. I mean, that's still, and considering he's playing with Fofana, who's been the shakier of the back too. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I hear you. The fact that like
he's
having
boosted
Fofana
Fofana's
core
level as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was the only real surprising one. I think everything else is good. Void, don't worry, bro. Everything has been already documented. Like I've spent the last week just preparing all my receipts. If we win, it's all good. It's all good. The next week is going to be very painful if you're a Liverpool content creator.
You know what it is? Based on my expectations before the season started, I might push into to elite if we end the season on this rate, right? Because I predicted over 60 goals. We're on track to about 42. If you can do that, you might deserve it. But for right now, based on where we are currently, I think good. You guys say very good. I can go with that.
Or at least very good. If not elite, definitely very good.
Yeah, I want to see him against a better striker, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, you can only play who's in front of you too. That's the thing. So, you know what I mean.
So why is Nkunku's ahead of Noni just because he's been bagging against the teams that he's been playing against? It's just the level of the teams that's the debate.
Yeah.
But he hasn't dropped stinkers against them, and he's done his thing. So ultimately, he goes in very good, even if it is shameless stat padding. Like,
I say I can't. I think Nkunku is one I'd argue should maybe just being good, but like I can understand because the goals. But I think this season he's 100% someone who, like, is where he is in very good because of the goals, not because performances.
Right.
His performances
Plus we're not.
His performances have not been very good.
Plus again,
he's the only one off the bench who can even make a claim that maybe I should start. Right. Everybody else who's been on his second team, quote unquote, y'all can't say you deserve to start at all.
And also in Nkunku's defense, right? He's being played out of position as well. So
as a striker,
and again, we're not comparing these players to other players in the team.
He can play striking, like Scott said. He's capable.
He definitely can. You know what I mean? Like, look at Palmer. Palmer can play as a right winger, but he's more effective when he plays centrally. So like I'll say like the same thing for Nkunku. So I mean, 7 goals. You're doing what you need to do. You got that win. That winning goal against Bournemouth. you know, I take that. I'll say very good.
Yeah. Plus, again, the criteria is not necessarily to compare them to their teammates, but
It's just
compare
how
them
they're
to
playing themselves. Yeah,
exactly with the chances they're given.
yeah. That's why ultimately, I think I put him very good.
Yeah, I mean, I'd put Madueke in very good, but you guys don't agree with that one, so
I would. Shit, put him up there.
I would put him
Yeah,
up
like,
there.
I only put him in good because like I was a bit unsure, but like, I'd hear the argument for very good. So, like,
The only thing that's stopping me from putting him in very good is the fact that in the Crystal Palace game, he had that one chance in the first half that like I really expected him to bury. I'm agree with
on his left foot.
I really expected him to bury that one. That's the only thing.
If he buried it, we would have said he was the best player that game. So
that's what I'm saying. Like,
then that would have been another game winner, so I hear it.
That's the only thing that's stopping me. Only
and that would have been a game winner as well. You're right.
Yeah.
I hear, man. I hear it.
But even then, it's like as long as he weren't lower than good, I get it.
Yeah.
You know,
good or
100%.
very good.
He's like he's the one player that I would also agree is like he's with Cole in that he's like not very good, but he's also way better than the people that aren't good. You know, he's like in that weird halves between, bro. Like I need one more good game.
I'd also say that there's a very quiet argument for Tosin to maybe go a level higher. A very quiet argument. It's not really a hill.
I think he has been very good based on his performances, and that's the thing. I think based on what we've seen, he's been very good. Like the performances he has had outside of that one again. So
I wouldn't dispute that.
Everyone in disappointing. I think that's fair. Don't really see any arguments on that one.
Man is saying Jadon Sancho is being disrespected.
Oh, he's in very good.
He's very good.
Very good is fucking amazing. Like,
yeah, I definitely don't think that's disrespect. If he was in good, maybe I hear it.
Yeah,
because he's come in and instantly just dropped the high level.
Yeah, I just need a goal from him. That first goal is gonna hit like crap, bro.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna
hit. 100%. Yep.
I think also with Sanchez because he didn't necessarily start the season with us, so he's only had a couple games compared to like Caicedo, Cucurella, and Palmer and Sanchez. They played every match. Yeah. They played every game for us. So yeah, like very good. I think is completely fair for me for that one.
There's an argument that he could shoot more because sometimes I'll see this man disrespect the fuck out of a defender, and he's just shoot, bro. That's all you gotta do. This man looks back to go disrespect him again or pass.
No, but you know what them natural playmakers are like? They're always gonna look past first. I remember Hazard. That used to be my gripe with Hazard back in the day. He'd do everything. I'd be like, fucking shoot, bro. Why are you looking for a pass? You've just beaten 4 players. And he's trying to beat another one, but then it's like I can't be annoyed at an insane dribbler for relying on his dribbling and going back to it. So the same energy with Sancho in it.
It's just frustrating sometimes because you know when you see him do everything and the goal will just complete the entire movement and then you'll have a goal at the month. Yeah, bro.
Second half, there was a lot of times where I was saying, bro, please just shoot. Please just shoot. No one's doing it. Just shoot.
I think that's the next part of his game. He needs to unlock.
Yeah, he'll get more comfortable with that.
Yeah,
I just feel like he's just trying to ease himself into the team. Maybe not trying to come straight in and be like try and be the main man. Like obviously, he's just trying to like ease his way into playing with the front three and whatnot, like the other players.
You can tell he's just like laid back guy. He's not one of them guys.
Before he even came in, right? You have to go back to how you were playing in Dortmund, meaning you are the guy and just play that way. Because even though Noni sees Palmer there, you can tell Noni thinks, yeah, I'm that guy. Like I'm at that level, so I'm gonna play that way. And I like that. Confidence is never bad, right? Like Sancho, I think Sancho doesn't shoot not because he doesn't see the angle to shoot it. He's like let me pass it, let me give it to guys who are no, just shoot, bro. Like. Take the shot and like I think he needs to shoot more. No need to shoot less. I think it's like a mixture.
Yeah, it's like I was saying this to Matisse. I was saying to Matisse, we deserve a day, or we're due a day where our front four just destroys a team. A day where we just eat. Where Noni's on it, Sancho's on it, Jackson's on it, Palmer's on it.
Next Sunday.
He said next Sunday.
Next Sunday is when we're due that. Sancho, because like they're going to be on to him because he's still United. Caicedo and Vega legacy games, we will be there.
Legacy. Yeah.
And also speaking of legacy games, Tosin, it's your time.
You know what I've been thinking about lately?
And Vega too.
In that Liverpool game, I would love to see Lavia start, because when Vega steps into midfield, that would be a good midfield. That would be a good midfield for ball recoveries. And you could get it to Lavia to play some passes.
So Vega, Lavia, and Caicedo further forward, we're thinking.
Yeah, but I love Vega starts at left back, but he does the inverting thing where he steps into midfield to kind of sit beside either Lavia.
In possession, we push Caicedo a bit further forward. Which I'm not even saying I got a problem with, but I'm guessing that's what you're looking at.
Yeah. Because when all else fails, those three could be somewhat solid defensively. Each of them, I see them winning the ball back
instead. And for me, it's like, okay, well, Enzo,
he's in as well.
This has to be the game. This has to be the game where you turn up.
You never know, man. Because remember, he's coming back from Argentina, so he may miss the game because of travel.
Aye, so is Mac 10.
But that's the thing though. Like we say the same thing about Caicedo when he plays we say that every single time Caicedo comes back from
and
Ecuador,
even
and he
then,
plays a full 90 every time.
Every time we say that is when we play on Saturday. We're playing Sunday late kickoff.
That's another good point.
And again, McAllister's got the same thing. He's going to be playing for Liverpool.
Yep.
So for me, Enzo, no. There ain't going to be excuses. You got to wake up.
Yep.
You got to wake up. Yeah, Wavy Natch, last season, the home game, he was good. The away game, nah.
I was just trying to find an excuse to put Lavia there.
All the midfielders. Even the fucking children in extra time were cooking him. So, I need a bit more from him. Like, if it's another disaster class on Sunday, I'm going to be at the point where it's like, just drop him. Just drop him and stop wasting our time now.
Yeah, can we just get Lavia in? Yeah.
You know what I would like? Ideally, I would have liked this game to not come after international break to see Enzo Maresca's decision making. Because this is one of those games where you have to adjust your team for the opposition because the opposition are that good, right? So I would have loved to see if he had the gall to say, you know what, Enzo, you haven't been doing it for me lately, and I have someone here that can come in and give me a bit more defensive nous into the midfield. So I'm going to drop you for this game. I would have loved to see if he would make that decision. But then again, I'm not a coach, so.
Hey, I think for me, regardless of the opportunity, okay. Oh shit, no, CJ's still here. That was it. So let us know what changes you would make. I'll give you the opportunity to make like 1 or 2 changes to this, so you can just type them in if you want. But I forgot my train of thought. Yeah, like inspire the opposition. Like he's been setting up the team based on who we're playing. So if we don't play well against Liverpool, which is a big match, and we expect our bigger players to turn up in, that's gotta be it for me.
I was gonna say, like, I think I want to give Maresca even more flowers because I'm looking at the guys who have barely played and the guys who are disappointed, and you're looking at like Reece James, Lavia, Carney, Gusto, Enzo, Felix. These are like 6 players who have really not even been nowhere near top form, and we're still performing to a decent level. Like now, imagine we had these guys available, and these guys were actually like on some type of form. Do we even draw those 2 games? Are those potential wins? This guy's a serious coach, man.
I don't know, because with Forest, they just genuinely did a number on us. Their game plan worked perfectly. Palace felt just really unlucky.
I think we was actually good against Forest as well.
Palace was just unfortunate. So unfortunate, bro.
I think if we have Reece James in that defense, we create even some more chances on that right-hand side.
Or even the goal we conceded.
Maybe, because he would have adapted to the system a bit more by then. He was struggling a bit in pre-season.
But guys,
also hold up, I got beef with Eze too, bro, because he only scored 1 goal this season. It was the world-class goal against us. But then when it's against other teams, that brother missing sitters, bro.
I mean, the same with Sells.
I got beef with Sells and fucking Henderson if we want to go there. I'm with you, man. Motherfuckers always want to turn up at the bridge and turn into prime check.
It's annoying, man. It's annoying.
Drives
but
me
here's the thing, though.
fucking
Here's the thing,
insane,
though. Just like with some of the players where we said, if he had done this, he would have gotten more goals or more assists and all that. Yeah, but if he had done that, then that would have made him one of the best wingers in the league, right? If we had finished those chances and won those games, then we're title challengers. We're just not right now. That's why I'm not like I I can't do the well. If we had won this, we would probably have done because that's putting us in the title challenge level, right? Because if you're
oh shit, Melon, big up, bro. Kyle, hop in if you're
a title
about.
challenger. You know what I'm saying? And we're not that right now, so it's like I can't really say that, right? It's like only title challenge teams win 5 games out of 7, right? Or 6 games out of 7. Like that's a title challenging team. So yeah, we're
Say
not
swear, yeah, Kai, pull up, bro. I want to talk about this.
I think it's another natural progression under Maresca, huh? Like just how he's got this team.
Yeah, it's like the way I'm looking at it is like if people remember the 12-13 team, right? How what they did in that season and what they showed you was that, oh yeah, these guys are good enough to challenge for a league title. You know what I'm saying? All they need is they need because guess what? Did anything change from that summer to the next year when Jose came in? Who did we sign? Was it like Eto or something? That was it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't sign anybody really. And in January, that's when Matis came back. But we finished the season 3 points behind first. We challenged. We're title challengers. And the next year we walked.
I don't think this team is ready to challenge without proper defenders. Like if we have serious defenders,
words.
I'm trying to sell down all those talks about titles.
That's why I don't put. That's why I didn't put certain guys in very good in this because like the end of the season, you know, my thing is I'm looking at not just you making top 4. Like, is this guy good enough to be able to carry this back line for a league title? Right? It doesn't have to be right now. It can be, you know, because the moment we saw the guys that we saw in Hazard and Oscar and a lot of these guys will say, yeah, they can win a league title. They can definitely win it. They might need a new DM, which is what we ended up going to get, or they might need, you know, this or that. But the goalkeeper was good enough. The back line was good enough. It never changed, right? The forward line changed a little bit, but
you broke up there. Big up to Mitchy boy, man. So can't even be bothered to move anyone. Some of these players are not even up to speed. Up the Chelsea. Well, just thank you for the donation. Big up to you, Mitchy boy, man. And yeah, blessed up to you, man. I hope everything's good with you and the family. Good to see you back on the channel and all of that. Big up. Kai, you wanted Enzo and Gusto move to good. Surprised by that one. Let me know, bro.
Yeah, what's up? What's up,
bro? Good to have you on the channel too.
What up, bro?
Thank you, man. Sorry, man. I was busy at work. We had a bunch of people here from the US.
You don't have to apologize. Life is life. It's all good.
Yeah. So the reason why I put Enzo and Gusto at good, it's because relatively to the other guys who are in good, I just felt it was unfair to have Gusto and Enzo, you know, not disappointing, you know, because I don't think Pedro have done enough. I think Casado the first 3 games, I think me and Scott spoke about it as well. He was a bit down as well. And I think Enzo had 3 or 4 good games where he had, I think right now he has like one of the best long ball success ratio in the league. I think he's one of the top 10, the top 5. So I don't think they've been that bad. I think just people focus on them because of other things, which is their business, not mine. I believe I try to be objective with these guys, and I think Gusto has had some good games at the beginning of the season where he was actually pretty decent. The first 2 games, I thought against City he was pretty good as well. I just feel like these guys.
Played well against Wolves?
Against Wolves, no, but against
I don't think he's had
you could argue that Madueke only game was a good game against Wolves as well. I could argue that as well. So there's, I think, just based on how the other guys are who are on good now, I just think it's unfair to have these guys on disappointing. Although I do see it.
I agree with you on Enzo, but not Gusto.
Yeah, I mean, for me, for both of them, I think when you're saying, yo, Gusto has been like, we know what a good game from Gusto is. He's not been good, man. Like we saw him be good last year.
Yeah.
He hasn't.
I just care for comparing it to like a Neto, for example.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to compare it to other players, sure, you can do that. But
yeah, but then I'm saying it like relatively to the guys that are right now at good, right? Like, because I feel like a lot of these guys who are in good.
What I'm saying
I don't
is
think
that,
they were that good. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is that it's a mixture of things, right? Because we talked about everybody doesn't have the exact same like expectations, right? Like from what Gusto was last year, I expected him to obviously kick on this year, right, and be a lot better and be a lot more like. And the way that he is on the ball, people say, "Oh, yo, Gusto can invert and whatever." Yes, he can, He just does bozo stuff. Like remember, like he was in our back line trying to do a back heel 1-2 with Sancho. It's like, bro, why are you
But
doing
Gusto
that?
just doesn't look natural in that. Like you see, Cucurella just plays that role to a higher level. So
I agree.
Cucurella is a lot more conservative, where he's like, I'm not
passing is
doing
also
this.
better. Like
I'm not
it's just
doing this
Cucurella
to
is just
dictate play. I'm doing this to cover the inside like I'm supposed to do, right? And keep the ball moving. Gusto gets in there and he's trying things that's like, bro, why are you even trying that for?
Yeah, but I feel like based on the guys who are right now at good, I don't know, man. And the disappointing ones are like really disappointing. If you want to add another like group, I'd be like, okay, but I don't know, man. For me, to say that Enzo had the same season as Mudryk or what's his name, man, Strawberry Hall or whatever, I just think it's I don't think it's fair,
It's not saying they
bro.
have the same season. It's saying for what we expect of them, they're disappointed. I think that's more.
Yeah, but I expect
not that
Enzo
they're
to be like the best midfielder at the club, but there's a lot of things that kind of. But I don't think they've been that bad. I just think Enzo's played like out of position, but a lot of the things that he's supposed to do as an 8, I think he does well. I just think whatever you expect from him, I don't think he's that guy though.
Let me say this. This is why I can't. This is my main problem with Enzo. Right, when we're struggling, and I've seen this in a couple of games, and I put the blame on Reska first, and I thought about it. I'm like, nah, it's not his fault. And here's why. It's like when you see Palmer dropping deep to pick up the ball, when stuff isn't working out, he drops so deep to pick up the ball and dictate play and try to make things happen. I'm not seeing that level of like desire to control the game or hold the game together from Enzo, right? Palmer shouldn't have to drop that deep to get things moving. You should.
I think Palmer's just gonna do that anyway, though. That's just the
yeah, but he listen. Same way when Fabregas was playing, and I get it. Fabregas is a different level passer. When he was playing with Hazard, right, I didn't see Hazard always having to drop that deep where he normally would. Hazard would drop deep, pick the ball up from our half, especially when we were terrible.
But Fabregas had Matic near him and he played quite deep, compared to what Enzo's playing now, though.
Yeah, but in those seasons, I'm not saying Hazard is not doing that because you have somebody who that's your role. And if he has to do that, that means you're failing at your role, because that's his role. He's the playmaker of this team. So Palmer has to drop that deep. I don't.
The argument will
Caicedo's got an assist in the league, and Enzo doesn't even have an assist, and he's meant to be.
I don't care about that. I'll be so honest.
Yeah, exactly. Because look at the passes Enzo was playing these. What do you call it, Brighton?
Yeah, he could have had like 2
my
or
thing
3
is, I've seen Caicedo play. Here's my thing though. I've seen Caicedo play those type of passes in this season too. Like he's changing my mind a little bit in terms. I didn't think he was that great of a passer, but he's doing certain things. I'm like, oh wow, okay, he can really move the ball. But I shouldn't be looking at it and because no matter like remember in those seasons like Matic had like 9 assists or 8 right in the league. Yeah, that's cool. But Fabregas had 16, I think. 16 assists and then 12. It's different. It's like you can be, but I'm seeing them at the same level. You shouldn't be at the same level with Caicedo when it comes to your passing. You're a different level. You should be showing that.
You could always argue that Enzo's
passing.
You could always that Enzo.
I don't judge creativity of assists. I'll be honest.
But that's. I'm not even looking at assists. You could look at Enzo's
contribution, bro.
Thing should be the pass before the pass. You could say Enzo should be playing that
the
pass
third
before
pass.
the pass.
Yeah.
You could say you could look at the stats and say what has Enzo's line breaking pass been like. You can use the eye test. What type of passes are you playing? Are you playing them consistently? Are you overcooking them? Are you undercooking them? Those are the levels that I judge Enzo to. Because that's his attribute. That's his biggest attribute.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks.
Yeah, but when we won like the games that we won big, Enzo has been very good. I think a lot of people are like take away from him, but also the game that we've been very bad against Bournemouth, he wasn't in the midfield at all, and we were cooked. In my opinion, my opinion about this lineup, I just don't think we need to play a 4-2-3-1. I think we should play a 4-3-3 with Caicedo and Lavia and Enzo in there, and then you can have, because I just think Madueke is unnecessary. I think in that position we could play.
We did the 4-3-3 City, and it didn't.
I'll be real, man. I prefer what's his name. I prefer Fuck, man, my brain is cooked from work. I prefer Palmer on the right than I do on the 10.
All
As
right,
a 10.
But
if you play, no, that's not going to work.
If you're playing Palmer on the right, then your 10s are Caicedo and Enzo.
Exactly.
Well, your 8s basically, your 2 8s is what Kai said.
And then what you're asking Palmer to do is still underlap and still perform in that midfield role, and then you're asking the fullback to overlap. Because Palmer's not a touchline winger. And even if he can play on the touchline, you're still taking away some of his best assets. And some of his best assets are putting passes on a plate. Look at his weight of passing. You really want to take that out of the midfield? Nah, bro. His best attribute is putting him in that 10 so he can both give you the goal scoring threat or the playmaking threat. We don't have someone at that level right now. And majority of these teams, they're in this league, the fullback aren't world-class fullbacks, so we can get at their fullback if we can get our wingers to run at them.
Word.
So I do not want to lose that threat. Yeah. Whether it's Madueke or Neto over there, if either one of them, including Sancho and Mudryk, once they get a full head of steam going at their fullback, it's days. It's a problem. That's another level of threat.
You want to play that 3 midfield against like big teams, Liverpool, Man City. I can get with it.
I'll be real.
Even then,
because look at the City game. Everyone with that brain was crying out for wingers.
Way too flat.
Crying for wingers, bro.
Facts. We was way too flat against City.
Yeah, but we're gonna have enough wingers. I believe Sancho and Palmer can play pretty well on the wing.
I was about to say, to be fair, that City game, bro, we had like zero wingers. We had nkunku and Palmer. Like we had no wingers.
Exactly.
Like zero.
Like I can get that if you're going to control 90% of the game. But when it comes on to the transitional game and you need that out ball, there was nobody with pace that could beat 2 or 3 people for that out ball. If you look at Real Madrid, majority of Real Madrid tactics, I think it was a season ago, was to give it to Cruz, and Cruz would always find that out ball to Vinicius. If Palmer drops deep, if Enzo isn't doing it, he can still find the out ball to a Sancho, to a Madueke, or a Neto if he plays, and they can use their pace. There's different facets to the game that you need to utilize. And the best way to get multiple facets in the game is to put Palmer in that 10. So you can either play through the midfield depending on the opposition, or you can utilize the wing, versus just playing through the midfield and getting blacked out. Come on, man. This is ball talk.
But I think in general our squad, there's a lot of variations that we can try. We have a pretty. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We can. You just broke up a second ago. Just go back to your last sentence.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like the beauty of the squad is we can try a lot of things. We have a lot of different different types of players, and we can have like different attempts for everything. And to be honest, I wouldn't really like that. Our least of my worries is the midfield, man. So we seem to be doing all right. Like for me, I'm more worried about the attack because it seems like every set piece is danger for us. So for me, like even like if we play Madueke now, I'm not complaining.
I wouldn't even say every set piece. Like Forest are just good at them. I don't know if you don't remember last time we played Forest away, they cooked us first half in nearly every set piece they had. I think they even got a goal off one of them.
Even in the Conference League, I wasn't really like it was kind of the way that we defend set pieces.
I'm more concerned about the set piece delivery. I hope that set piece delivery was just a Forest thing.
Yeah, that Forest set piece delivery was awful, bro.
Yeah,
I really hope that's just a one-game thing, bro, because I can't do it.
No, that's been a problem for years. We've never had consistent crossing. Never. It's just like, can we get a couple on target or just none?
I think last season was good because Silva scored a couple headers. Even Madueke got a header.
A few. That's the thing. It was only a few. Like even then, like Gallagher weren't great at them. Don't remember Palmer or Enzo being great at them either. You can go back years with this. Mount, Willian, fucking Hazard and Fabregas weren't great at them either. Seen Jamz be a bit iffy with them too. Like we've never had good corner kick kickers.
Yeah.
Never.
But to be fair, even against Forest, I don't think we've been bad. I just think we've been unlucky. I think if we play them 9 times out of 10, we win 9 of them, man. I'm not gonna complain about the team that played either.
Facts. Can I ask you guys a question? Do you think we have a problem with low blocks? Because I don't.
No. I think we showed that in the Forest game. Second half, we made a lot of chances.
Yeah.
Keeper did well with a few of them. We kind of fumbled a few of them, and that was it.
Yep, pretty much. It's also like, yeah, it was also like, yeah, Cells had an amazing game, and then like that one chance in the first half where like hit the crossbar instead of going in, it hit the keeper's back a little, so it didn't go. Like it was so stupid. Like it was just such a
And we
frustrating
got a
game,
deep
bro.
as well. We got a deep the fact that our midfield was not good and we still broke them down countless times.
That's true.
And that's one of the
attention to
best
that.
low blocks we're gonna play all season as well.
I think that's one of the best low blocks in the league. Like, look at what they like. They held out against Liverpool. Liverpool couldn't score, bro. They didn't score. It was a fat 0. It wasn't a 1-1.
The draw, man. That game was so promising.
Bro, we could have won that game.
Bro, I just think
we were be Arsenal. That's like the
I
final.
thought
Bro, we were
Nkunku
just very
scored
unlucky,
that
man.
last chance. Yeah,
We were
no,
just
it was
very
unlucky,
unlucky.
man.
We could have won that game,
last
man. We just been
100%,
unlucky.
Felix, man, he's got to score that.
Yeah, Felix, at
I
least
think
get it
against
on
Liverpool-
target, bro. Force
Yeah, at
Cells to
least
make
get
this
on
game, bro.
target,
That's
yeah,
what pissed me off. Like, if you're gonna get in that position, then all I'm gonna ask is that you get it on target. I'm gonna be so real. At least
Bro,
force
but
Cells to
I
make
wanna-
world class save again.
I want to see how
Bro.
well we do against a team that actually plays against us. I want to see us against a big team, man. I want
I
to
feel
test
like
us
we
because I
play
think we're
against
capable,
teams
bro.
that play
I think we're
against us.
capable.
You're gonna enjoy the next 4 weeks then. That's all
play
we
good
got,
against
bro.
teams
Bro,
that play
I
against
don't
us,
mind,
bro.
man. I finally been enjoying watching us play football again, bro. So I don't
Oh,
mind, man.
100%.
What you need to realize is we're gonna be going man for man, like it's gonna be technical.
Bro, it's gonna be
battles
fun.
between
It's gonna
teams,
be
innit?
fun, bro.
We've got a technical
Bro.
team, innit? So it's just,
That's
it's
what
just
we're
gonna
supposed
be
to
up
be,
to them,
man.
bro.
And
Under
option tough bench as well.
Under
That's
Pochettino's,
it.
but bro, under Pochettino's
Under
like
Poch, it was
being
just
loyal to
running,
an ugly
bro.
girl,
Yeah,
bro. We had
it was
to
running,
power
bro.
through, man.
No technical ability, just running, bro. I'm booting it, bro.
Gallagher, go press the centre back.
Yeah,
Right,
bro.
bro. Gallagher, dude.
Bro, Gallagher play right wing or left wing.
If we
Now
beat
Gallagher
Liverpool,
just run. Just run.
Just run, innit? Yeah,
if I
just run.
could
I
make
can
Chelsea
chill
win
out
one
left
game
wing
this
like
season,
this.
bro, it's beating Liverpool at Anfield, man. The
100%.
sweetness of
Yes.
that win, bro.
Liverpool now, we need
Really?
Liverpool.
The sweetness
really?
of that. Just the
I'm gonna let
Liverpool fans
I'm gonna let
tears,
you know
bro.
right
You
now.
don't understand how
I'm gonna let
much
you know right
grief
now.
we've
If,
had
if
from
Sancho,
Liverpool and
fans.
Arsenal,
No,
Liverpool and
I
Arsenal
have-
away, man. If you can win those games, that's
Okay.
bro.
I'm telling you right now, if Sancho cooks Trent, we're feeding families, bro. We're feeding
It's not
generations.
even an if, it's a win.
Bro, it's
We're
needed,
feeding
man.
generations,
Get
bro.
me? It's when.
Justice to humanity, bro. I'm
Bro, I've
telling you.
seen Jackson against Kanate and Van Dijk, bro. He can do them,
Bro,
bro.
he
can
can
menace
do
against
it.
Bro,
them,
he did well in the cup final despite Pochettino's hoofball
Every Liverpool
tactics.
fan have said it, yeah, so he just needs to be clinical, man. So
I remember in his first game where he ran through the whole team and kept Kanate within arm's reach the whole time.
I was in awe.
Bro, I can't.
So yeah,
Hey.
I've got a lot of cautious optimism for that game. I just need to see it get realized on the pitch.
Also, with the back-to-back Newcastle games, what do y'all think is gonna happen with those games? Because we played them like literally
Two different
Two dubs.
I
Bro,
hope
cook
we'll
him
win.
with the first team
I
and
think
cook
we'll
him with the
win,
B team.
Bro,
think we'll
if
win.
that happens,
Newcastle has
I'm,
been-
I want to see them. Yeah, I want to see us cooking with the A and B team. I'd be
bro,
really
I'm roasting
Or
people.
Strasbourg, Steve. We won't see him for months after that two games. Let's
Nah,
speak.
to me, for Welby, those games are way more important than the Liverpool game. Like, because I mean, I still see us going for top 4. You beat the brakes off Newcastle back to back. Come on, like, I think that's better for us in terms of. So if we draw against Liverpool and beat them, I'll take it. Rather
Is
than
that
if we
Jordan
beat
deal still on the
Liverpool.
table? Does any of you know?
Yeah, just once we get serious and get back in the UCL. They wanted a
Is it-
team
but is
from
it confirmed?
London
Is it
to
confirmed?
represent
No,
them,
they-
but they
they-
needed to be
they
in the
would've-
Europa League as a minimum and not be
Yeah.
Tottenham. So
Man
make
said
it
not
out.
be Tottenham.
So it's not just for last season.
But
after
here's the
thing,
thing:
like,
Tottenham made Europa and they just got aired. So and they're Nike. So they're clearly just waiting for us to pattern up.
Bro, I would love a Jordan.
They want the actual owners of London. You know what it is,
Because
man.
Nike,
Yep.
they'll finally not fuck up the kits, man. If we get Jordan, they're not gonna fuck up the kits anymore, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
I don't mind this kit anymore. It's still the worst one that we've had, but I don't mind it
I
anymore.
just got used to it.
It-
Just
it-
got used to it.
Yeah, it's always gonna happen,
It's
won't
do
it?
it,
the
bro.
same thing we
Don't
said
do it.
about 3, bro. If we win a
You should
trophy
not,
in
you
it,
should
we'll
not
love
get
it.
used to a kit, bro. You should love it the moment you see it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get used
I
to it,
should,
man. You
but
should love
that's
it the
why
moment you
it's
see it.
still the
Spend money on it, man.
worst. But now there's not like a gaping chasm between
I
this
can't
and
with
the
it. I can't
second
even
worst.
lie, man. I actually like it.
Bro, your kid,
Bro,
bro, the kid shouldn't be
Bro,
like shouldn't be
I
like
like
dating
the
ugly woman, bro. It just grows out your time,
like the
man. It should
sexy
be a kid you love it the moment you see it, bro.
and you're gonna love the kit even more if we win a trophy. If we win few trophies in it.
That's what I'm saying. If we win the trophy, bro, it's
When we
already
get to the Conference League final and we get that final embroidery on it, we
I'll
will
be
be
real.
there.
Even if we win the Champions League in this one, I'm not gonna like it, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. That kid, oh my days, bro.
Yeah. What's good with the sponsor, by the way?
If I could forward to next season, I would, man.
I actually don't know because this is longer than last time.
What's good with the sponsor? Are we just gonna have a sponsorless season, like low key?
I'm starting to think that, you know.
Yeah,
I think we
I'm
might
thinking
have.
it might,
I
and
think
you
it
know
will
what? Go do it. I don't care. Go do it.
Low key,
Yeah, man.
the Qatari
Now, what
Airways,
happened with the
the
get
Qatari Airways
the
clean the
Qatari one,
shirt
no?
Clean.
would look
Yep.
fire on that
I
black
like it.
kick. That
That's
Yeah,
black and
man,
pink.
you know what I'm
clean,
saying? Yeah.
Oh, bro, that Qatari
I haven't
Airways
heard
was.
any progression on that one though.
Yeah, but what if they make it white, man? What if they make it white and just
And we're
put
near
the whole,
mid-October. Like it's starting to take the piss a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy.
Let's just go
Those
with-
Qatar links were from the 24th of September. We're now at the 10th of October.
Dude, I'm telling you, like we were like, oh, surely after the first international break, we'll have the sponsor. It's the second international break. We still have no word on the sponsor.
At this
No
point, let's go
sponsorship
hit
news,
this.
nothing. Let me check.
Let's go. At this point, let's go. So let's just go sponsorless. At this
Sponsor Chelsea.
We may as well at this point.
I like that black kit though. That shit.
No, the black kit's cold.
Black is, yeah.
Nah, you guys
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
hate
away
me. I
and
got one with
looking good.
I got one with Enzo at the back, man.
I
You
got
guys
all
gonna hate
three.
Enzo on the back.
Yeah, but I got the pink one. I got the cup one
Yeah.
because the
Black and
Premier
not-
League one,
not
the
that
white one,
kit,
just ruins the kit, man. Why?
Yeah.
If it's
Bro, that
fucking-
black one you can
I
wear
don't get it, bro.
anywhere. I'm about to order one right
I
now.
almost clean, man.
Yeah, there's no news on it. The most I've just seen is Blue Footy talking about the three scenarios for Chelsea, which is striker deal with clauses that raise if we make UCL, which is unlikely. Short-term deal while waiting for UCL, which is unlikely, or wait till the end of the season to see if we make UCL. Which right now is what we're doing.
This might be the sponsor this season.
And I'm
Bro,
fine with that, to be honest. Fuck it.
But again, Lewis, that just highlights how much we need Champions League. Because even our deals, like once we get Champions League, we can attract better players. We can get
Dude,
better
imagine
deals.
we're gonna get
Yep.
if we get Champions
You
League.
sure about it
the-
last season, but this
I'll be
prick.
real. It don't like even if you were able to get a sponsorship just for this year for 15 million, you should have taken it because you're missing out.
Yeah.
You can't get that money back. Like like you can get a great deal next year for 45 million, but you're still missing out on this year's money. So yeah,
That was
I
real
don't think it,
bullshit.
I think they can get the Qatari one. I'll be real, man. I think they can
Qatari
get
one,
it.
yeah.
Listen, we know we finessed with the last one, right? But you can't do an infinite athlete 2 years in a row, 80 million. That'll just
No.
that you can't do that. They can't afford that.
The
We know
Premier League's
that.
gonna start sniffing around.
No, the
man.
maddest thing is we had them for preseason and then took them off. We can't just put them
We
back on
did.
now.
No, we had to because they can't afford to to sponsor us for 2
Bro, get a
years straight.
Samsung again, man. Make Chelsea
Look at the
great again.
company.
Get Samsung again, man.
Yeah, bring Sansa back. I ain't gonna lie.
You remember when we were linked to that Nintendo sponsor? And
Yeah. But
Bro, I
no more
imagine.
Yokohama tires, bro. Never wanna see that again, bro. Ruined every shirt, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like we're some.
No. We want things in Yokohama tires, man.
Bro, no, we
want
look
things
like
in
but we look like we're an F1 team, man. People would think like, which like
Maybe
a
it's just
Ferrari
me.
or
I don't really,
F1 team.
you know what it is? Maybe it's just me, but I don't care. I only like the kits that we wanted. Like even the 2011
we had some
12
nice
kit was,
one, man.
it was
That's
with
what I'm saying.
the, with
So,
the red,
what Kai is
with the
saying is
red
that's it, that
stripe.
he likes shirts that
I
look
didn't
like
like it.
you get emotionally attached to the shirts. That's the difference.
No, I don't care about I don't care about the shirt unless we win in it. I don't care either way. Like it's just I don't wear jerseys. Like that's not part of my fits. So it's like I don't care.
I just wear them to the gym, Daniel. It's not like I wear them outside, to work and stuff. I just wear them to the
Yeah,
gym.
my gym clothes are just like plain Nike shirts, bro. That's what my gym clothes are. So like I'm not paying 120 for some gym clothes. That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit's a fit.
No, man, you can afford it,
That's a
Daniel. I
fit.
know you,
That's
bro.
a
You can
fit.
afford it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
When
but-
I'm going to soccer events, that shit's a fit. I haven't got the Jordans to go with it. What are you talking about? I'm not.
That's
spending
you. That's you.
Sure.
That's you. Me?
Nah, but
I
Daniel,
ain't doing
if
it.
we're gonna get Jordan, I'm not wearing to the gym no more, bro.
Oh yeah, no. That Jordan one is it's staying
But that's
nice
what I'm
and
saying
clean.
though. If I'm paying, listen, if you're paying, unless you're getting on sale, if you're getting on sale, big up. But if you're paying 120, right, to 150 to wear to the gym, big up. I'm gonna clap for you.
Why not, bro?
You got
That's
money.
crazy.
Why not,
You
man?
got money.
Ease.
Yeah, it's
Big
money,
please
bro.
in our account. He's got
To the
comments.
gym, to sweating. What?
Mad,
Bro,
mad.
otherwise I wouldn't wear any of my kits if I don't wear them to the gym. I don't really. It's the only place I wear them to, man. I still have the Hazard one for me when we won what's it called, the Premier League last time, man.
Listen,
That's
and
it.
I,
That
and
one
I, and I,
kind of
yeah,
means a lot to me.
Although mine's got
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the printing ripped off.
Damn.
Same here.
I had Fabregas one that my ex put in the washing machine.
Well,
Fucked up, you know,
Joseph
I
C's
was
now
so
doing
fucked up.
14, 15 Chelsea shots for anyone who wants that.
Okay.
Might have to grab one.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie.
You see if they added anything
The good
new.
old days, man. That team was robbed out of so many trophies, man. That 14-15 team, man.
Yo, hold on.
They didn't get justice.
Do you wear the full kit to the gym, or do you just wear like the
Nah, I'm not John Terry, bro.
Oh hell no, just a
Full kit.
pulling up the socks and everything. The fucking
cleats. Man,
just running on the treadmill in full kit with the shin pads and everything, bro.
Man wants to know the captain armband.
Armor gym, bro. Nah, man, I don't wear short to the gym,
That's
bro.
hilarious, man.
That is crazy. Oh, they got long sleeve 12-13 kits now. Oh, nice.
Damn, Lewis trying to get that sponsor money. Fair play, bro.
No, I'm trying to get that shirt next month. I'm gonna get Hazard on the back of that too. Nice.
The last kit I have was when we won.
Been trying to tell them 04-05 black kits. Been trying to get that for fucking years.
I actually have a kit from every trophy we won.
I have a kit from when we won the Europa League and we dunked and Hazard dunked at Liverpool twice. So,
which one was that? 18-19.
Was it? Do you remember when he scored that crazy goal from the right hand side?
Yes, yeah.
Where he
18-19.
met two people and then.
Against Liverpool.
Yeah, that's the kit I have.
2018. Oh, I remember I went to school the next day, just dunking on all the Liverpool.
The only win I've ever seen at Anfield.
This is the tier list, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the final tier list. We'll let you make two changes.
Prime is
Sanchez can't be moved. Sanchez can't be moved.
Reece James.
A lot of people spoke there. What?
We'll let you make two moves. Only Sanchez can't be moved.
Yep.
Sanchez can't be moved.
Yeah, he's been super chad.
He's like, what's the point?
Why is there 3 goalkeepers? Who's the guy?
So Maresca is Betlinelli. So
okay,
that's you will.
Because we have 3 goalkeepers.
Palmer, Cucurella, Caicedo, fair enough. Cuckoo. I'm assuming that Jackson, Vega, Sancho, fine. Colwell, Fofana, Noni, Neto, Tosin.
Enzo and Gusto.
Go,
not played enough is Cassidy, Hiu, James, Lavia, Chilwell, Kellyman, and Chukwuemeka. And disappointing is Mudryk, Dewsbury Hall, Felix, and Jorgensen, and Badiashile and Disasi in poor.
Okay, and I can only move 2. I can't move Sanchez.
Yeah, Sanchez can't be moved.
Okay. I think Mudryk should be higher.
Okay, so Mudryk too good.
He barely played, bro.
Well, because I don't think he's been disappointed.
Not played enough, maybe.
Kai, no one cares what you think. Shut up. Anyways,
yeah, that was the discourse we had about it. Everyone was kind of struggling to find a way to put him.
There was a mid category.
And what else? I don't know. I'd say I think Cole's been better than good, but I don't know. I want to jump the gun and say very good. Yeah, leave him there. Reece hasn't played a minute. Why is he on the list?
Not played enough under 3 games.
I fucking knew it, bro. I knew he's gonna bring Reece James, bro.
Hold on.
Prime, can't you make those decisions in your head, bro? Why do you have to think out loud?
Hey, listen, muscle man, shut up. You Chelsea fans turned on Reece this season. I'm the one that defended him. So don't act as if I have an agenda now.
Teenager, bro.
Who's turned on him?
I didn't turn on Reece. The fuck?
Yes, you come. Everyone's saying get rid of him because of a little injury.
Who is everyone?
Nope.
That's my favorite player in the team.
I knew it.
Yeah, no, literally.
Hold on.
How do you create a fake problem to make yourself look like a savior, bro? How do you do that?
I'm just not debating for the sake of debating.
Anyways, before I was really interrupted by Kai, Yeah, I think it's fine. Caicedo down to very good, not elite.
Caicedo down to very good. Okay.
Yes.
What?
I'm actually surprised by that one.
You making
that's
changes,
crazy.
changes, bro.
I think
guys-
because again,
you guys
I
think
think
Caicedo was good the first 3 games? I don't know, man.
I thought he only had like one bad half against Forest, not Forest.
I'm
Wolves.
not saying he's been. I'm not saying he's been like poor or anything. I think he's been.
Oh
good
yeah,
this
that
season.
Wolves first half.
Very
No,
good.
he
But
was
like
bad.
to
Yeah,
say,
that was terrible.
Yeah, you just
And-
reminded me.
like again to say elite. Not yet. Like we'll see how Caicedo's seeing how good he is. It's when we face the bigger sides. That's the big impact that he's supposed to have in this team. Playing against the lesser sides doesn't mean anything to me with Caicedo.
Yeah, but we're just doing this on games so
we're
far.
doing based on what happened.
I know,
so far,
and that's my point. And the game so far, it's very good. That's not a criticism towards him.
Okay.
It's just like this is what it is. The rest of it, then I guess it's Dewsbury Hall hasn't been disappointing, by the way. I think it's crazy for people to think that. I think he's a good player. I think he has been good.
I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I think he's been a bit disappointing.
I
I think he's been overly criticized too, and he's been a bit
Bro,
scapegoated.
most people. Listen, when we heard he was coming, a lot of people. I'm not saying most on here, but we're talking about he's probably going to start because he knows the system. He's he's a true 8. So based on that, you can say it's disappointed. But he's been good in the B team games. I would say that he's been good in the B team games. But those are B team games for a reason. Like he hasn't been exceptional. He's been good.
So someone said give Prime James. Wow, guys really have an agenda, man. It's crazy.
You looked for James even when he was.
No one even mentioned.
You asked why James was there when it literally said
No.
not played enough.
Hold on. Don't act as if it's great because he hasn't played.
That's what he's on the
That's
hasn't
why
played
it
with.
literally says that.
He's under the play. They
but
still look
this but this makes it look as if because he's on the same bracket with the Mark Huey guy. And
Yeah, he's played like
a
2
few minutes.
games.
Yes, but Reece hasn't played, so I don't think he
and
should be on the list.
Prime. Did you know 0?
Like it
is
says
less
under
than
3 games.
Yeah, like.
Okay. Cool. Hey, I'm the crazy one. It's fine. Don't worry.
Prime, can you read? It says not played enough games. So,
Listen,
which is why he's
Kai,
there, bro.
Kai, go back to your porridge and oatmeal, man.
Are we
Shut
really
up.
gonna have the statistic discussion, bro? It's
Yeah.
literally written over there. Not played enough games, which is why he's there, bro.
You man, I'm a
literally in the
bounce.
description,
I'm a
bro.
bounce now, though. Big up.
Yeah,
everyone.
Big up, Jamz. Bless up, bro.
Man. Big up.
Bless up, man.
Bless up. Like, share, subscribe.
Okay,
Trying to
Big
get
up.
Okay. Bless up, people. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, everyone stop,
Good
man.
night,
Link is in the
everyone.
title.
Love you.
Big up. Big up. So I think that's going to be our final pick. So we end with Cucurella, Palmer, Maresca, and Sanchez in elite. Jackson
Actually, no,
and
hold on.
Nkunku.
Can I switch? Can I redo on my pick? Can I give
go
away? I moved Caicedo and
You move Caicedo and Mudryk.
put Caicedo back and move up Dewsbury Hall.
You want to move up Dewsbury? All right, cool.
Yeah.
So now it's Caicedo back in elite. Jackson,
What about Maresca,
Nkunku,
Lewis?
Vega, and Sancho.
What about who?
Betlinelli's Maresca because we couldn't get a Maresca one.
All right.
So Betlinelli will do. So now we've got Mudryk and Dewsbury Hall in good with Enzo and Gusto, who's also been added by Kai. Tosin, Neto, Noni, Fafana, and Colwill. Not played enough as the usual suspects. Felix and Jorgensen are the only 2 in disappointing, and Badiashile and Disassi are in poor. Peak.
Yeah.
Peak.
Yep.
Hey, Chelsea fans.
That's pretty level, to be honest. I still feel bad for Disassi because he's just been in right back the whole time, but part of the game. Part of the game, isn't it?
Chelsea fans, be prepared, man. You're going to be playing title winners pretty soon. Be prepared.
Who's the title winners, bro?
Liverpool.
Us, man. No, not Liverpool. Us. My
But you said
club.
you're gonna be playing
club.
title.
My club.
I start that Shamrock Rovers in the.
My club.
Oh, fucking Shamrock Rovers. Yeah. I mean,
the best team in the country, man. My club.
well, when a freshly returning Reece James gets 2 assists, we will be there.
Bro,
Listen,
what would I give for us to beat Liverpool 3-0 at
listen,
Anfield,
if he gets injured against Chelsea, Lewis, just block me from the channel for a few days.
Who's gonna get injured?
If he gets injured against Shamrock Rovers, maybe
he comes back and gets injured against Shamrock, it's long. Which is fucking typical.
Just be unlucky then with that.
Oh, if he gets an assist though, aye.
Imagine Casado.
If he gets an assist, I'll shut up all stream and I'll take it.
What I would give, bro.
I'll take the licks. Pause.
Casado goal against Liverpool with Abadayol celebration in front of the Liverpool fans. That bro, I would give my kidney for that, man. Just to like knee slide.
No, Kai, I said this. Lord forgive me for the person I'll become if we win that Liverpool game. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Lord forgive me.
You know what I want in a Liverpool game? Reece, just give me 25 minutes off the bench, man, and get the winning assist. That's all I want.
The Reece,
I'm talking about Reece getting back for December. I'm talking about next year.
I need a Reece assist. I need a Reece assist.
What did Reece do to you? What did Reece do to you, Prime? He bully you. What happened?
Hold on. I just propped Reece, and now you're saying I'm bullying him. What's wrong with you?
That's like a logical way for bro. That's sarcasm, bro. I'm not.
It wasn't sarcasm. I want him to get the winning assist against Liverpool. What's wrong with you?
That sounds like
Kai. I know English.
Do you believe that was genuine? That's not genuine, bro.
I know English is not your first language, bro. But relax.
I know there's always a narrative.
Yeah, that was a narrative, bro. I know for Prime. English is my fourth language, bro.
It's every day. Yeah, I can tell it's your fourth language.
Nah, bro. Don't even start about my English, bro. I have 9 in my IELTS, bro. Don't even start, bro.
No, okay.
You have what?
9 in my IELTS test. It's basically like an English exam.
Yeah, mate. Hey,
there's
a reason why you didn't get 10.
There is no 10. There's a 9, Prime. That's how, how I know you're not there, bro. 9 is the highest, bro.
That's what you think. That's what you think.
Google search is easy, bro.
Google search, yeah. Okay.
Oh, bro.
With your internet, bro, it's gonna take an hour, bro. It's not gonna be that easy with your internet connection.
Hey, at least I understand English. Okay.
There's a reason you didn't get 10. It's elite hating right there, man.
Yeah, this is sensational.
And you know what's funny, Daniel? He said he doesn't hate the Reece. It's everybody.
I don't hate Reece. Bro, he's my
He's my favorite player.
No. Okay, at least hold up. At least admit you have a Reece agenda. At least admit that.
I don't have an agenda.
We've been trying to get that out for 4 years, man. I give up.
It's crazy.
You know what Prime is like? Prime is like
Prime. Switch your camera on. Switch your camera on with your background. I want to see something.
Prime is like Adam 22.
Why would I switch my camera on? Bro, that's my camera on.
Switch. I want to see your background, bruv. That's why.
No.
Put on a short,
creepy.
bro.
Hey, Lewis, that's creepy. Hey, Lewis. Hey, yo, creepy. Hey, yo.
You see this guy trying to gaslight now.
Bro,
I'd
believe.
I'm saying we want to see what green screen you got in the back because we know it always pops up, bro.
I trust what's his name, man? I'll trust Jeff Dahmer with my drink before I trust Prime with
Lewis wants to see my green screen.
I'll be real, man.
Yes.
I'll trust Didier on my kids before.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you changed it. I'm glad you changed it. That's nice. Yeah.
Well, you thought I had Reece James in my background? Have some shame, man.
Oh, mate, continue.
Watch out.
See? Hey, even Abbott slander. Let's go.
Oh, that was after
You're
the
doing
Champions
so
League
well,
final.
bro.
No, that was after the Champions League final from that fat Englishman. Anyway, let me remove it. Sorry.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, right. Well, we're going to wrap this stream up anyway. I got to step out. But, guys, it's been a sensational stream. Big up to every single one of you that's hopped in. Big up to the panel for jumping on as well. And, yeah, let us know your thoughts down in the comment section if you agree or disagree with the tier list that we've got. We're going to send you over to Troops TV because he's live for the England game. Everybody just spam what a UCL. And we will see you guys tomorrow. I'm back again. Up the Chelsea.